Hi, guys.
What's up, everybody?
Happy February.
Yeah, how is it February? And not just February, but like
Almost middle of February.
almost middle of February, which is bizarre. But how is everybody doing tonight?
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We're excited to catch up. I don't know if you can hear us, hear the little heater. We have like a little space heater in our basement because it is cold down here.
Yeah, our basement.
Hence why our jackets and sweatshirts.
Sweatshirts. Got my Fargo Brewing Company shirt on.
All right, well, who we got with us? Did you guys watch the Super Bowl? And if so, what was your favorite ad? We're going to have to defer to you guys because we did not get a chance to watch it.
Yeah,
so let us know your favorite commercial in the comments.
My first time in my adult life for sure, but even probably like adolescent life that I haven't, at least I can't say watched the Super Bowl because I've been to many Super Bowl parties, especially like, teenage years, and never actually watched it really.
Yeah.
But this is the first time I've never even turned it on. We didn't even turn it on.
I just saw Kendrick Lamar's pants go viral. That's about it. Hope y'all are having a great day from Mooresburg, Tennessee. Awesome. I hope you are too.
Another Tennessean with us.
I love that. From Hey Matt and Nat from between New Zealand and Australia.
Oh wow.
Is that an island or something? Or you mean like there's two of you and like New Zealand and Australia? Because that's on our bucket list. We want to go. So if you have any recommendations, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Chef and Sue.
What's happening from the UK?
Yeah. We've got some videos from the UK coming up soon.
We do.
Yeah.
We have a whole series. 4 or 5 videos?
I think so.
5 videos, something like that.
Awesome. Hey, Beth, how are you? I hope you're feeling better. We've been praying for you. Loud and clear. That's what I like to hear. Hopefully not too loud. Definitely not missing the snow and cold in Connecticut. Oh, so you're somewhere in between Australia and New Zealand. Are you on a cruise? Is that what that is?
Oh, that must be what it is.
Good for you, Mary. Oh, yeah. You're going to have to give us all the recs. Hello, happy money. Hey, Annalisa. How are you? I'm excited about your news coming back to the Continental 48.
I don't know if you're excited about it.
Yeah,
I think you are. I think you are.
Hopefully we'll get to meet up then soon. Tri-Cities, Washington.
Nice.
That's awesome. Hey, Stacy, how are you? I didn't watch it either.
Didn't watch it either. Let's see. We got Annalisa said the Martha Stewart commercial, Skechers commercial cracked her up.
Ooh, okay.
Let's see if there's any other comments about that. But we have, let's see, watching from College Station.
Hi, welcome.
We've also got Michigan representing here.
Oh, see, cruising. Yep. Okay. So fun. We were looking at doing a cruise last April to like New Zealand. I think it was New Zealand.
It was, yeah.
So you'll have to let us know. I'm excited for you. That's awesome.
Let's see here.
We got Steve on, Fumo Santo. Hey, Catherine.
I'm going to open my drink.
We got Bill. Eagles territory. Oh, were you so excited? I bet you were so excited. Gary and Rena are here.
What's up, guys?
Did you guys see my message in our Greece group trip that I just posted?
We just posted it, maybe an hour or two ago?
Yeah. We got San Diego in the house. I've been here 3 weeks, 10 days, and another cruise to go. Yes, Great Barrier Reef. That is what I'm talking about.
3 weeks, 10 days. Wow, that's awesome.
That is so cool. I'm so excited. Hey, James, welcome.
Nice.
We got Mark and Shelly here. Lockport, Illinois. We got Beth on. Hi, Beth.
Karen and David are on with us. They said they're watching on a 75-inch TV from Fort Myers.
Okay,
let's back up. Don't look too close, guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's so terrifying. I don't need to know that. So if you guys don't know, we literally just bought a new TV. We haven't bought a TV in my TV was 12 years old or something. In our whole life, we've never bought a new TV.
Our adult life, yes.
Yeah, because our priorities are travel. So it was like this old, thank you,
your eyelashes,
35-inch TV will work for us. Was there any power buttons on the side? No, that broke a long time ago.
Yeah,
it was a little
my 40-inch TV that I bought for my best friend probably 12 years ago, and it was already like 5 years old when I bought it, or 4 years old when I bought it. It went out on us like a couple of months into marriage.
Yeah.
Then we pulled her old TV from her like college days out of our storage unit. So we bought a new TV and it's a 55-inch.
And it feels like we're at a drive-in. I was like, whoa, look how big we are.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, we can't watch our videos on 55. I'm going to get a complex seeing my face that close. Because when I'm editing, I'm on my laptop. It's a lot smaller.
And we live in a 1950s home that was built in the 1950s. The rooms are not big.
Very small.
So we aren't sitting that far from our TV when we watch TV. So if we got anything bigger than like a 65-inch, you'd have to like turn your head to watch TV shows.
So a 75, I'm like, oh gosh. All right. Does that look better here? Back here? I'll start talking like this. Annalisa said, we are excited. Oh, good. I'm excited for you. We need to re-up Patreon so we can go to the meetup in South Carolina.
Yes.
It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited about it.
That's awesome.
It's going to be epic. Who else do we have on here? We got so much to talk about.
Look right here. 10.5 years into marriage and also have never bought a TV. See?
I love that so much.
Our people.
Our people.
Our people.
It's like, what are your priorities? Is it like the new and greatest? Like, if you can afford it, go for it.
Oh, for sure.
But for us, it was like, do we travel or do we spend money on these things?
Yeah.
And travel is always the thing that we'd rather spend money on.
Yeah, because for the longest time, there wasn't like, oh, why not do both? Mm-hmm. And it's still not much like that. But at least now it's like,
thank God for Super Bowl sales for TVs. Yes. Like it was the perfect time.
Yeah, because we still didn't go buy an expensive TV.
Oh, no.
I went to Sam's Club app and said pulled up TVs and was like, okay, a 50-inch. I was going to do a 50-inch because it was like $210.
But we ended up. It was a sale. It was like $215 for the TV. It was $55, and I was like, okay, put it in the cart. I don't know. Yep. Hopefully it'll last. We will see.
So Hope asked, question, unless I missed it, are you having a group tour and where to?
Very I'm so glad you asked.
Yes, we're actually doing 3 group trips this year to all very different places.
Yeah.
So you want to go into that now or you want to?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We could talk about like maybe not all 3 at once. So you guys like check out, but we are going to Greece.
Yep.
So we're doing a Greece group trip.
That's in May.
And then we're doing Italy in October. Mm-hmm. And then we're doing Germany and Austria in December.
Yes. All of the information. So we're doing our Greece and our Christmas market trip through the same company. Mm-hmm. So we'll pull up that. It's trovatrip.com.
It's all in the description. I made sure everything was linked down in the description.
There,
but we'll talk about it.
We have another link for our Italy one. But yeah, to answer your question, we're doing 3 group trips this year. And there's still limited availability on all 3 of them. Some of the trips have a more limited availability than others.
Like our Christmas market, we have 5 left. That's it.
And our Italy, we have 4 left. 4 left, I think.
Yeah.
And then Greece,
we just had some people cancel, so we have some more spots available, but it's going to be.
Yeah. So our Greece one did have, I don't know, 5 or 6 spots left, but we had some people that unfortunately couldn't make it after they'd already planned to go and paid their deposit and all that. So unfortunately they aren't able to go to us. We had 3 people that had to cancel. So we would obviously love for you to jump in, fill those spots and come with us to Greece.
We were literally just researching for a Greece group trip today and it gets us so excited. I've been listening to a lot of historical fiction about ancient Greece and Greece. Yeah. We need to watch movies about in Greece. I'm just so excited. But we could talk about it now if you want, if that's something that you're interested in. I'm going to try I'm going to share my screen. I've never done this before in my life.
Okay. Give it a go.
We will see. It might take up a lot of room. I don't know.
See. One of us will probably have to kind of.
It'll probably be me scooched in. So see, look, Matt, I'll be behind here and Matt can talk. Does that work? Yeah, we'll just scooch in.
So this is our group trip, our Greece group trip information. We're going May. What are the dates? May 3rd through the 9th. I
have to tell you guys that 8 of the people going on this Greece group trip have already gone on our other group trips. So they're not strangers to us. Nope. They are friends for life. And those 8 people are amazing. Yep. Now we've met the other ones on our Zoom call. They seem really cool and awesome. And I'm so excited. So
it's a really great group. We've already got lined up heading to Greece with us. Honestly, it's a really great group that we have lined up going on all the trips with us so far, because we have a lot of the people, even on Greece and some of our other trips, that are doing multiple trips this year.
It's going to be awesome.
Greece, this is our first time ever going May 3rd through the 9th, and we're going to be kind of focusing our attention on ancient Greece, and that's going to be mostly split between like Athens and then Nashville, with some stops with Mycenae in there, and Epidaurus, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be really, really great time. We're going, I think if all goes to plan, the weather is going to be pretty incredible that time of year.
And it's literally shoulder season, so it's not going to be super, super crazy busy. And like Matt said, the weather is going to be awesome.
Yeah, we'll be looking at like highs probably in the 70s, maybe hitting 80. So hopefully sunny skies. It's supposed to be a pretty time of year to be there. We're going to be doing, you can see here our activities that are included on the trip.
Yeah.
I won't read through them all, but you can kind of read there. And again, the link to this, if you want to access it and look a little more into it yourself, is down in the description of the video.
But it was so cool. Excited. Yeah, we did some researching today, and like Mycenae was one of the most ancient cities in like history, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's ruins now, but what was it? In like the 1500s, they found gold there.
They found a bunch of gold armor, sword sheets.
Yeah, and that is on display in Athens. So we've been making like lists of all of the things we want to do. And then the food, guys, the Greek food, don't even get me started. I
think I'm probably just going to live on Greek street food.
1,000%.
Olives. Like I'm
Greek
just going to.
salads. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And where we're going is going to have like beach access. So it's
where we're going in Nashville, it's on one of the kind of like, it's on peninsula kind of area.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing some sea kayaking. It's going to be.
Yeah, this is like Nashville here.
Yeah, there's supposedly it's a lot of Venetian influence in Nashville from ancient times. But
so anyways,
if you can't tell, we're excited. We've already been like watching other videos on Greece and just getting amped up for it.
And also what I think is really cool that Matt and I should do, let us know in the comments if we should do it. So Nashville is known as the Athens of the South. We have a replica of the Parthenon. We've been to the outside of the Parthenon here in Nashville, but we've never been inside. And I was like, watching all this ancient Greece stuff on TV, I was like, we should go see the like replica of it, so we know what it looked like back in ancient Greece.
Yeah,
because
there is a whole art museum inside of the one here in Nashville that we've
like Athena
that we've never done.
Yeah. So anyways, super excited if you're gonna not.
But that's the long answer, which we can talk more about the other.
Yeah, if you have any questions, like let us know.
People care to hear about them, we'll talk about them.
I'm gonna see if I can get this off.
Go to the main.
Oh yeah, you're right. There
we go. But that's the long answer to yes, we have 3 group tours this year.
And we would love to have you guys like group trips. We didn't know how they were gonna like turn out, but the people going on the group trips is what makes the trip. Like obviously these are amazing destinations, but there's just something about traveling with, and if you guys have traveled with us, like let us know down in the comments. But how I feel at least is like you truly make these friends for life. Like everybody's friends. There are meetups happening now with people when they're in everybody's cities, and it's been so cool.
Yeah, it's a great time. Our first group trip was last summer in Ireland, and
we're kind of obsessed now.
Yeah, we weren't sure how we were going to enjoy it, because you just don't. We didn't know. We'd never done it. You don't know until you do something, and we ended up. I mean, probably because we've had an incredible group of people every time we've gone, which we'll talk about our last group trip that we just finished up a little bit, just to kind of fill you in what we've been up to
since the last
live stream. But we've had incredible people on the trips, and the destinations are amazing, but the people are what make it kind of take it over the edge and make it such a special, memorable thing.
Yeah. Now I do want to say before we forget is that the Greece group trip, it closes in less than 30 days.
That's right.
So like if you do want to go, you kind of need to make a decision ASAP.
Yeah, it is. It closes the 2nd of March, I believe, is the last day to book your spot on that trip.
And a firm is available, so there is like payment plans that you can do. So if that's something you're interested in, or if you have any questions, just email us. I think our email's on here too, right?
Is it?
I think I saw it today. This one. So if you have any questions, send us an email. One's probably not the best email. That's not the right one.
No, it's Matt and Nat at adventuresofmattandnat.com.
Yeah. So if you have any questions about any of the group trips, just send it there. Okay, cool.
Let's see here. I have one here. Annalisa said, The boat ride with the whales was epic. I need to hit up an Alaskan cruise ASAP. Yes, if you haven't been keeping up with our Alaska Cruise series that's happening right now on YouTube, Annalise is referring to our most recent vlog that went out, which was in Icy Strait Point, or Hoona, Alaska.
Yeah.
And we went on a whale watching cruise, and it was really
incredible.
awesome.
And I think we took a drone and whale watching tour, because we've done whale watching tours before.
Yeah, but
the drone really, like, it makes you feel like you're on planet Earth, especially watching the footage backwards or like back.
Yep.
It was just,
and she means
so
Planet
cool.
Earth, the TV show.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
We are on planet Earth, but
no, the TV show, because you're watching these like whales like up close and personal. It's a different angle than you see on the boat, and it was so cool.
When you're nearly eye level with the water, you're just 5-6 feet above the water. There's only so much you can see. So when you get the drone footage back, they take the drone up while you're out, and you get to see what was happening. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And we love the only other whale watching wildlife tours we've done in the past have been like specific wildlife watching tours. They've been much bigger boats and bigger tours. Whereas this one was great because it was like 14 people cap. So really small and a really, really cool experience. So, but yes, the Alaska cruise was awesome. If you are interested in booking one, we have an incredible travel agent that we work with that we recommend to everyone. They are the most efficient travel agents we've ever experienced in our lives.
And we've heard nothing but amazing things. We do.
For them. Is it linked down in the description?
Yeah, but there's also a banner too. It's called LuxRally, but there's a thing down below, and it'll let them know that we recommended you.
Yeah, LuxRally Travel is the name.
Yeah. And the link's down the bottom.
Click the link in the description.
And they help with anything. Like, we've had friends that are on their honeymoon doing Europe that they didn't have time to, plan. They're helping them with that. We've got people going on cruises. We've got people, all-inclusive resorts, all of that stuff.
They're a full-service travel agency focused on anywhere from mid-level travel all the way up to
very luxury,
extreme luxury travel. And they're really great at what they do. So, if you're interested in booking Alaska Cruise, for sure, because they can get you access to some like extra onboard credits,
they hooked us
discounts.
up.
They did an excellent job with us. And given we worked with them as a partnership, but that even then they still hooked us up with stuff that was beyond what the partnership was.
And the fact that, we were, emailing our person and we were like, hey, so how do you make reservations? Like, just figuring out different things.
Like dinner reservations on the ship.
Gave us a call and literally walked us through everything. Just like going above and beyond for things. Yep. I can't recommend them enough.
Yeah. So again, if you're planning on a vacation and seems like a daunting task, whether it's to Europe, whether it's to Asia, whether it's a big cruise trip you're wanting to do, family reunion cruise trip or an Alaskan cruise, whatever it is, anything in between, check them out. I don't think you'll be disappointed with it.
Now, speaking of Alaskan cruise ships, we would love to know if you do want to travel with us, and maybe Greece, Italy, and Germany and Austria you've already gone, right? But you want to maybe go somewhere else with us. We have a survey down below. Trova Trip does it. Alaska is really rated high on that list.
Yep.
So we are looking into a possibility of possibly doing Alaska, but we want to know where you guys want to go and travel with us. Obviously, the US is expensive, but so is Europe. You know what I mean? So if you want to go somewhere maybe cheaper, I would suggest maybe Costa Rica or Vietnam, anywhere in Asia.
Yeah, Bali, like Indonesia, stuff like that. But that's kind of how we base, going back to like the group trip question. That's how we base where we plan our group trips to, is by your feedback. And that survey is our sole place that we collect that feedback from.
So if you want to put Alaskan Cruise on there and we all go together, sign up for the survay so we know what you want.
2026 summer trip, maybe so,
That's kind of what I'm putting out there. Just saying.
But even if it's not an Alaskan cruise that you want to do, fill out that survey, which is down in the description.
And it takes 2 minutes.
Yeah,
so
it's really quick, but it helps us a ton because it gives us a better idea of where people want to travel with us.
Yeah. So, I'm so sorry we're so behind. So if we missed...
This one right here got me good. I just watched the Ice Hotel video last night and seriously almost peed my pants laughing while watching you get into the sleeping bags.
that was an experience. I forgot about that.
We rarely go rewatch videos after they get posted. But occasionally one will pop up and we might watch it just to say, 10-month-old video. It's like, okay, let's see how far we've come. Have we grown since then? Have we gotten better or whatever? That's when I want to go rewatch, because that one's about a year.
I remember us
roughly about 10 months out.
I remember us laughing so hard and giggling nonstop while we were trying to go to bed. And we were, in these rooms that didn't have doors. And we were like, well, we can't keep everybody else up. Like, we were just laughing and giggling. It was so much fun. That's hysterical.
Oh, so good. Let's see.
Oh, okay. I can answer this one.
That's not my question. That's
Do you know what lashes I use? Come on, you bought them for me for Christmas. He bought me 3 of them, which I was really...
I can see the package, but I can't remember the name.
So for strip lashes, which is what these are here, there are Ardell Demi Wispies. Ride or die. That is what Matt bought me, like 3-pack of 6 of them.
That's
and they lasted me... No.
Yeah, it was. You said they started messing up.
Yeah, but buy them for me again. I'll use them faster.
They don't store so well.
Well, I had them for over a year, that 3rd pair. So really 2 for a year for me is okay. But I also love Flutter Habit for
That's
DIY.
The one I was thinking of.
Okay, DIY extensions that last when we travel for like a week or 2. I can have the same lashes for like 8 days, 8 to 14 days. And so those are the DIY ones. But if you have any other questions, just DM us on Instagram and I'll point you in the right direction, because I love me some lashes. We got Lynchburg, Virginia on here. We got Australia.
Yeah, we got a lot of
so
people
exciting.
On with us. Also, if you're watching and enjoy hanging out with us, remember to hit that big thumbs up button on this video down below, because it does help our channel out a ton. It'll help other people see this video while it's live and in the future. So yeah, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you are enjoying hanging out with us tonight.
I love that. We are heading to Skiathos.
Yeah,
something like that. I know
Where's that at?
In May. I mean, it sounds Greek, that's for sure.
Apparently,
so
it's
we can
not.
wave to you whilst passing over Greece.
Wow.
Ooh, is it a Greek island? I don't know. That's exciting. Yeah. I'll have to look that up. I'm excited for you guys.
Let's see here.
Before you became big time YouTubers, I don't even think that. But
who could splash the cash on a 55-inch, all $250 of it,
and that was tax included.
Yeah, tax included $250.
That 9% tax. Who can splash cash? Have you ever stayed in hostels? Any tips? Yeah, so we've stayed in hostels before.
Wait, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
We've stayed in hostels before because we're like cool, young, and hip, right?
We've stayed in hostel before. Singular, not plural, singular hostel before.
Accurate. And you want to know where it was? In the most bougie place, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Because
so we haven't done, we've stayed in many budget lodging places.
Hotels, yeah.
All around the U.S. Yeah, hotels all around the U.S.
Some that we probably were worse than a hostel.
And budget in all through Europe.
Mm-hmm.
All through in multiple places in Vietnam, even Tokyo, it was definitely a budget place.
Oh, for sure.
But no, we've never done much hostel staying.
Mm-hmm.
We like our space. Being a couple, we just enjoy having our space.
Yeah.
And with a lot of equipment like we travel with, I'm not a big fan of like leaving anywhere that's maybe not as protected. But all that said, I think there's a place for it, and there's a lot. Hostels have come a long way.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of friends who've stayed in many hostels, and they've come a long way in the last 10 years. Like, there are boutique hostels, which are really nice, really clean. So much different than what people think of when they think like the Roughing It hostel, backpacking through Europe kind of hostels.
Like the one in Jackson Hole was actually a boutique hostel. Like, it was really cute.
Yeah.
But like Matt said, with all of our gear and stuff, I mean, we've stayed in some shady hotels just so we could have all of our gear in one place, like just so we have like a private bathroom. So not super luxury most of the time,
but our singular experience in a hostel in Jackson Hole was actually a pleasant one. Other than the lack of air conditioning in Wyoming, it was
because
nice.
it was like queen bunk beds everywhere. But anyways,
we were just in like a little cubby in the wall, but had a good experience with it.
Right here, MVP Beth,
oh yes, there you go.
Going on all of our group trips.
Yep, she said Greece,
amazing,
done.
And I am
Italy,
so excited.
Done. Germany and Austria, done. Ireland, done. And Germany and Czech Republic, done.
Love it so much. That's my girl. Been watching your videos. Absolutely amazing. I need to catch up on some, but they are the best. Aw.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys watching.
We had plans to have a lot more videos out this year.
Yeah, we can kind of talk about what's been happening, I guess. I know we're a little behind on comments, but
yeah, I'm sure we are.
So we were on track to, let's go back to December. That's kind of when everything started happening.
Yeah.
Was we did our group trip to Germany and Czechia. And the night that we checked into our hotel in Berlin, we got robbed of Matt's backpack while we were checking into the hotel. So it was what, like $12,000 worth of gear? 12, 13?
Yeah, 12. Yeah. By the time we've replaced most of it, it's 12, maybe pushing closer to 13 or 14.
Yeah.
$1,000. Yeah.
So that was not a great way to start our time in Berlin or even just in general. Yeah. And so that was a real big headache, and a lot of emotions involved, a lot of tears. Like, it's been 4 years of upgrading gear and all of that stuff and hard work just trying to get that equipment. And then when it was gone in like it was how many seconds? I think it was like 3. I counted from the video.
From the time they kind of came into the lobby, because what it was is we had our luggage in the lobby. I'll tell the very short version. We usually never not have our luggage in our sight. We had it behind us because there was complications with check-in. We were trying to be polite and get out of people's way. All that said,
never again.
No, never again. All that said, and we were 24 hours into travel. We let our guard down. We were finally in a hotel lobby, feeling like,
we were like, we're in a hotel lobby. Here. We're okay.
But in about 3 seconds from the time that the guys kind of came into the lobby, obviously they had been kind of casing us probably a little longer, but they came out of the hotel bar into the hotel lobby. And within about 3 seconds, they just walked by, picked up the backpack, and walked out the front door.
So
that kind of wrecked the end of our year, to be honest. I mean, we had a great group trip, which we...
Without those people, oh my gosh, this straw is not a good idea with sparkling water.
You're going to have to get a napkin.
I will.
So we had a great time. 48 hours after our trip, or after our gear got stolen. Sorry, I'm watching Natalie spill sparkling water everywhere.
Why it worked with the code. Okay.
So 48 hours after our gear got stolen, we spent that 48 hours mostly filing police reports, trying to track down stuff. We traced down the Apple AirTag, to no avail. But anyway, 48 hours after it was stolen, we started our Christmas market group trip. Had a great time. Did have mentally, it was challenging for myself, especially to, compartmentalize and forget that we had just had such a traumatic thing happen.
Well, also too, on our group trips, thank you. Stuck in my lashes. In our group trips, we promised that we're going to be taking photos of everybody, and that's what we did in our Ireland group trip. So that was Matt's job during a group trip, is obviously connecting and hanging out with everybody, but also taking photos that will last a lifetime.
Yeah, and we always, so I say we always, we've only done 2 group trips at this point, but our plan is to always send people home with photos of that trip.
So that's why it was harder for Matt.
With Ireland, I think after the trip was done, I sent 150 or 200 edited photos to the group afterwards, and they could kind of use the photos for whatever they wanted to use them for, post them on their socials. And we didn't get to do that on this one. And I love photography. I love videography and capturing our experiences and memories through those. So it was a challenge for me walking around cities. I haven't been on a trip without a camera in my hand in years. I couldn't tell you how long. It's been a long time, but so that kind of wrecked the end of our year. We spent, once we got home from that, we got a video out, did Christmas with my family in South Carolina, and then spent the last 5 days of the year figuring out how much gear we needed to try to replace for tax write-off purposes, and how much we could afford. So all the things that just were not fun. I can tell you, as someone who loves gear and loves upgrading gear, when it's on your time, it's a lot of fun getting the new shiny cameras and lenses and computers and all that. It's fun getting those the first time. Buying them a second time, not so much fun.
Yeah. It was...
Especially when, I know I haven't even looked at the comments. I'm sure there are comments about insurance. No, travel insurance isn't helping with it. No, renter's insurance doesn't cover anything if it's business use equipment. So no insurance is helping us out. The only thing that has helped us out is our incredible community.
That's what I wanted to say.
that have, I mean,
they really have stepped up and helped us.
Between friends, family, and just people, we put together an Amazon list by some of our patrons' requests of the things that we got stolen, and people just sending us stuff. Between that, the donations that came in just off of people's whim, sending us money. I mean, we probably had $4,000 worth of equipment and cash given to us. If not, actually, it's probably more than that, to be honest. Actually, it's probably more closer to $4,500 or $5,000.
And literally brings tears to my eyes just thinking about, because obviously we're not great at asking for help, and it was on us. Like, we messed up.
Yeah, we weren't expecting anyone to fix our mistake, you know. So
it's been really humbling, and just we feel like we've been like wrapped in a hug with your encouragement, your prayers, and just helping us get all this gear. So we can't thank you enough for that.
We actually ordered one of the last pieces of big purchases.
We got one more
this afternoon. We got one more.
Yeah, that other lens. No,
we ordered it today, didn't we? Oh no,
the wide one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, I'd forgotten about that one. We have one more. We have one last big purchase, like $1,000 plus purchase, that we haven't replaced. And that'll just come with time.
Yeah. But honestly, thank you so much for everything. You guys are the best.
Yeah. We were very humbled by the support and people.
Yeah.
People just surrounding us. Like Natalie said, felt like we've just been hugged, and
it means so much more than you'll know.
Like people taking their own initiative to donate their hard-earned money to fix a mess up that, you know, ultimately was no one's fault but our own. And it was
like, we had a card, and it was so sweet. And it was like, there are a lot of bad people in the world, but there's also a lot of like good people in this world. And that's what, it's just.
Yeah. And we happen to be surrounded by a lot of good ones.
Yeah. So thank you. And I'll stop crying now.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing waterproof mascara.
We've thought about putting a video together to share about the theft and share the closed caption footage of the bag getting stolen out of the lobby, and just go more in detail about it. Maybe a 5 or 10 minute story time video. We may put that out. I don't know if anybody would even watch it, but interesting story for sure.
I know we are so behind. And then we still have to discuss what happened in January. That wasn't even January yet.
That got us to December. We'll
answer some comments and come back.
Yeah, we'll discuss January soon. I'm going to jump to this one here.
Okay.
We just started a YouTube travel channel. Okay, started last summer. We get that totally. And we find you guys so inspiring. So thank you for everything you do.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We appreciate that. That means so much to us. And we get that. We started our YouTube channel, like the account, in 2015.
Yeah.
Like, it was started as an Instagram account and a Google email address. And we really had no idea what it was going to be. We just had a dream of doing what we're doing right now, but having no idea that it looked like this. It was just like, we would just take like one photo a month, maybe, when we were together, because we were long distance relationships. So whenever we would have an adventure, we would just post it or hashtag it or something. So the account has existed since 2015. We didn't actually post the Instagram. We posted some stuff, but the YouTube account, it was 6 years before anything got posted. So we understand that.
Yeah, but we're excited for you. It's a wild ride. It's a lot of fun, and you learn constantly, and just keep at it.
Yep.
We got Sherry
What's up,
and
guys?
Mike. We're at dinner, late night at work.
They've done some group travel with us and doing some more group travel with us.
So excited. Hey, John, welcome. Oh, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Beth always comes with a list of good foods to have. She came in clutch at the Christmas markets. She literally had a list of stuff. And so I'd look at her and be like, so what else do you have on your list that we need to check off? Like, let's go get it right now. And that's exactly what we did. It was awesome. Bill said, I know it has been
thousands of earthquakes in Greece, 13K of 15K population in Santorini have left the island. Pray that it settles down.
I hope it does. Yeah, and I pray that like no big damage happens.
I know,
because I can't imagine leaving your home or leaving your place hoping that it'll be there when you come back. Like that breaks my heart. Yeah,
so it's really sad what's going on, and we're hoping. Obviously, we much more than our sake of our group trip, more than anything. We hope it settles and pray it settles down for the sake of the Greek people that are living there. Yeah. That's terrible. Kind of like LA and North Carolina, the just tragedy that happened there this past year. So, oh, wait. Go ahead. Yeah. Us too. Oh yeah.
Amy!
Definitely distraught that you guys are not on any of our trips with us, but we get it.
Oh, that's what she was saying. I thought she was talking about the earthquakes.
Right
I
here.
got you.
Well,
I see.
She could have been talking about both.
No, that's true.
She could have been talking about both, but yeah.
But then, the Patreon group meetup is going to be.
Yes, that's going to be fun. We have a Patreon group meetup happening this summer in South Carolina. What's up, Amy? We got
Amy's been on group trips with us. Going on another one.
Well, we got Alabama in the house. Caroline's Sweet Alabama Adventures.
Oh, fun. I love that.
Natalie, here's your chance to shine.
Nice jean jacket. I'm so glad you asked, Steve.
Did he ask?
No,
anything?
He didn't ask, thank you. How dare you? Thank you so much for noticing, Steve. I can't wait to show it.
All right.
This has been a project of mine since last year. I think it was like last spring or last fall.
I think it was last fall when the dream started.
It has.
Maybe last summer.
So obviously we've traveled to a lot of places, and I just now decided that I want to start collecting some things.
And we have, we travel carry-ons only, like many of you know. So we have to be very specific or intentional about what we pack and what we put in our suitcases. So we really usually don't have any room for souvenirs unless they are very small, flat, easy packable souvenirs.
All right.
So Natalie settled on patches.
I'm excited to show you guys.
Look at this jacket, guys. Look at that. She had our Travels in My Bones logo, custom made into a patch. I don't know what it is. You got all the patches from obviously not all the places we've been. So
so if you see a cool patch that we've been, send it to me.
That'd be a fun. Natalie's birthday's coming up in March 7th. So if you have any or see any cool patches of places that we've been from our videos, then that'd be a good Christmas gift, birthday gift for Natalie.
Sweet. But thank you. I'm glad you asked.
And I'm going to brag on her. She sewed all the patches on herself.
Guys, I tried to just iron them on, and then we took them on one trip, and they all started falling off. Literally, I hadn't even been on the plane, and all of them started coming up. So, anyways, I did them.
They're all sewn on. Yep, you did a great job.
All right, we're so behind. I know. Group trips are amazing. That's what Sherry was saying. Yep. We are so excited. Yes, friends for life. See, Bill had been on a group trip. Bill and Stacy and Gary and Rena, and so we just all become like really close.
Got the Down Under Cruisers on from Melbourne, Australia. Oh, cool. Let's see. Yeah, keep on going. I don't know where. Yeah, okay. I'll see where you're
Parthenon, Wedding on a Budget. Oh, that's cool.
Right here. We got,
you're all my BFFs. That was Beth.
Oh, God. I agree. Hello, Matt and Nat, favorite YouTubers. Just curious, how many pages have you visited in the book 1,000 Places to See Before You Die?
Okay, so during Christmas, we actually figured it out.
I put it in a
Google sheet. I'm going to pull it up right here.
Oh, you got it?
You have it?
Pull it
here. Pull it up.
See, 1,000
So we're going to, our goal is to hire or get somebody to do like a motion graphic so we could change it for every video. I am not that tech savvy, okay? I sometimes don't even feel like I know how to edit. So coming up with a graphic like that so we can let you guys know which ones we're checking off.
I don't know about how many pages the way you asked it because, some of the places are multiple pages.
Yeah.
But off of the destinations that are listed in the book, our best knowledge, I'm pretty sure we got all of them. I'm pretty sure we got
and we haven't been to any places this year.
No, we haven't been to any this year. We've done 91 of the places in the book. 91. Again, I might be missing a couple, but I don't think so. We went through it pretty intensely. Yeah. And we only did it based off of places we filmed videos, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We didn't do it like what things we've done personal travels or like before our YouTube channel. We only did it based off of what we filmed videos on. So we went through our YouTube channel and put it all in. So 91 is what the current count is.
I was in Greece this past summer. Athens was great, but there was so much more I wanted to see. Yeah, same. It's going to be hard.
We're going to feel the same way. We're getting to spend a couple of days in Athens, and then we'll be going to like the other places like we talked about, Nashville and Epidaurus and Mycenae. But even then, like we haven't figured it out yet. Natalie's work schedule is still being figured out for that trip.
Yeah, because this right here is talking about not going to any of the famous islands feels like a miss for a week in Greece. So we have some people adding on Greek islands. Again, I don't know my schedule for it yet.
Yeah, a lot of people that are going on the group trip with us, this is just like this is 1 week of a bigger trip for them.
Yeah.
They're adding on another 3, 5, 7 days to go see the islands.
Yeah.
For us particularly,
we're hoping to join, but
if you've been following our channel a long time, we are part-time travelers with non-remote jobs. So we always have to work our trips around. Our jobs are very part-time now, and much less work hours go into those than they used to early on with this, but we still do have to work around them. So we don't know if we personally will get to go to any of the Greek Isles.
We're hoping so.
We really want to.
Yeah, we're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Sue loved the whales. It was epic. Oh, I love that.
Telling you, that was a great trip. Yeah.
Hi, Matt and Nat. It is Jade here from Trinidad and Tobago.
Hello.
We can't wait to go. That sounds amazing. Oh, Jade is sweet. Matt is the handsome one. Nat is the gorgeous one. How much do we owe you for saying that? Because my brother would disagree with my part of it.
S said, what is the travel agency called?
Oh, yeah. You have the banner?
Yeah, I do have the banner.
And it's linked down below, too. So I think it says book your travel or I think it says book your vacation or Alaskan Cruise with LuxRally. I think that's what I wrote.
LuxRally is it. But again, we have links, all kinds of resource links down in the description of this live stream. So go check those.
So if you are watching on your computer, pull it up on your phone, and then you can hit that description link.
For sure.
It'll be easier.
Let's see here. Where did we leave off at?
Oh, yeah. Look, Fudo Sumo wrote LuxRally. Okay. I was answering it. Can you say happy birthday to Cassie, a.k.a. Woodsy? She's watching and is a huge fan. Hi.
Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Cassie, or as apparently your nickname is Woodsy.
And I would love to know how you got that nickname. So you'll have to let us know.
We hope you have a great birthday.
Yeah. We are going to Key West this April for the first time, and next year Hawaii for our 5-year anniversary. I love Jell's videos on both. The Tarpoon looked like it was fun. Yeah, you have to do that. It was such an experience. Yeah,
I don't know if y'all are driving to Key West or flying into Key West and staying there the whole time, but if you have the chance and you are driving in, make the drive down is an experience all of it on its own anyway, and it's worth the experience too.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
I'm excited for Hawaii. I pray that the weather is going to be amazing for you.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Got this one. My wife and I recently watched your Fargo video as we were headed up there in April, and we will definitely be hitting Drecker. Show them what you got. Oh, it's not, but still, it's Fargo.
This is Fargo Brewing.
Check them out as well.
Fargo Brewing was excellent as well. They were very kind. Honestly, I think we definitely talked about it in the video. I haven't watched the video in a long time. Fargo had some of the kindest people that we experienced anywhere in the U.S.
They made us feel like friends.
Oh, yeah. We ended up hanging out with, we hung out with the owner of an outdoor shop where we did an e-bike tour. We hung out with one of the owners and founders of Drecker Brewing. Ended up, while we were on our e-bike tour, we stopped for drinks at Fargo Brewing. Ended up talking to one of the brewmasters there. Like, it was just really, it was a place, a city that focused so much on community. Everybody we talked to had such a community-focused mindset, and it was really refreshing to see.
It really was. It was really great. I'm so excited for you, and I'm so excited to hear about Drecker because it's changed so much since we went. Like they added on so much.
They've added on a whole hotel there.
I know.
Whole boutique hotel.
So you'll have to tell us how you liked it.
Yeah, but Drecker is incredible. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Let me take the banner down.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I got.
No, you're fine.
Not bad.
You're good.
Let's see. 10T said, just booked a cruise to Alaska. Did you guys go to Denali? I opted out due to cost, but I'm wondering if I made a mistake. So we didn't go to Denali on our cruise, but we went to Denali on a whole separate trip. When we did our 50 states in a year, we flew into Anchorage, drove to Denali, spent 2 or 3 days in Denali National Park, and then did other stuff from there. But on our cruise, no, we did not do Denali. it's an incredible experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the option was to book it, but if it was like a day trip, it'd be hard. It'd be hard to do much there in a day, like
because it's so hard to get to.
And it's a massive, massive, massive park.
Yeah.
We only saw a small portion of it, and we spent 2 days there, 2 full days.
That's where the bear spray incident happened.
If you have the chance to go to Denali, like maybe on a separate trip, it's definitely worth it.
For sure.
But on a cruise, again, I don't know if
it might have been too fast because a lot of those cruise ship ports.
Not knowing the itinerary, but for sure.
For Alaska, we're so short. Where we're used to, like the Mediterranean and even in the Caribbean, it's like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 8 a.m. to 6. Yeah. Whereas the ones for Alaska were very short time periods.
We had our shortest cruise port stop was 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours.
3 hours. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Hello from Ontario. That's on our list.
We had never been.
In Niagara
Falls. Niagara's one
that's on our list.
We have to get to sooner than later.
Recently found your channel and I'm enjoying your content. Oh, thanks. Yeah. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, we appreciate you and happy you found us.
Can you talk about your travel page? How do you plan your travel? Good question.
There's a lot. I mean, this is a rabbit hole we could go on for a long time. So if you have any specific questions about how we plan it.
So obviously we're doing anything that's in the book of the 1,000 places to see before you die. So that's kind of our starting point.
That's our lens that we, cast over everything to start with. If it's not in the book, there's some things we'll make exceptions for, because obviously there's a whole lot more than 1,000 places you should see. Well,
there's also 1,000 places US and Canada edition that we really enjoy because we did a lot of those things in our 50 States in a Year series.
Yeah, so we've started pulling from it on occasion when we need to. So it's like the extended version of the 1,000 places to see before you die, that just focuses on US and Canada. So we use that to start with, and then from there, obviously, if it sparks interest for us, or we, obviously there's also the idea, will it make a good video?
And also if you have any suggestions or want to see us go somewhere in particular, put it down in the comments.
Yeah.
Because I will literally write it down. And if you want to see a video on it, we'll make it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So yeah, if you have any questions, but that's how we start the planning of our travel. From there, we could obviously go into the details of like our actual process of planning, but that would take a long time probably.
Yeah, I think we're going to try and maybe make our own video on how we do that, and possibly an own video on like how we pack and stuff for trips, just because we could go into so much detail. It would probably be like an hour or hour and a half just telling you all the things.
So again, I'm not dodging the question at all. If you have any specifics on it, let me know, so I'm not like rambling on about something you don't even care about that part of the process. So let us know in the comments if there's any specifics for that.
Joey said, hello from Vegas. Any greetings for Switzerland trip? No, but I just wrote it down.
Yeah.
So
not yet. Not yet.
Heading to Los Angeles. No plans of yet. So we'll talk a little bit maybe about the beginning of January for us. Usually we sit down and we dream about places we want to go and things like that. But with December being so crazy, with our gear being stolen, trying to figure out what we can allocate, where, what credit cards to open up, all of those things. It was a little chaotic at the end. And so the beginning of January, we were so focused on getting out as many videos for our Alaskan group trip as we possibly, or Alaska
Cruise series.
Thank you. We were planning on doing 2 videos a week for all of the port stops. But then I'm going to do my best to not cry. Can you say it?
I can say it.
Yeah.
So we even went so far as we hired on a friend of ours to help us like cull footage, which is just going through it. If we have, just for easy math, if we have 2 hours of raw footage, he would go through it and cut it down to about an hour, and then pass it to Natalie, and Natalie would edit it down from there. So we were on track to have about, how many ports were there? 5?
Yeah, we did 1 week where we put 2 videos out.
We had planned to have 6 or 7 videos out in the month of January. That obviously didn't happen because on January 12th, we got the very unfortunate call that Natalie's father had passed away. It came at it was not expected. I'll say that. We were not prepared for that call. We were planning on being there a little over a week after we got that call for his birthday. Obviously everything got put on hold. We we just kind of put a halt on everything. We immediately jumped into, immediately emailed or messaged our manager that handles all of our brand deals, because we had some brand deals on the table and that needed to get done. And I was like, hey, can we push this back? And just we went into immediately like damage control, or just like planning out how can we just put everything to a halt as much as we can and deal with this while we can.
Yeah, we had about a week of stuff, errands, work, etc., that we were supposed to do before we went home to visit my dad for his birthday. Yeah, a week and a half worth of things, and we had to fit it in 24 hours. Right?
Yeah, and
because as soon as we got that call, I literally got the call as I was finishing editing the Sitka video, and literally like tears running down my face. And it was a good distraction for me to finish the video. But at the same time, it was like, okay, we have to focus on obviously my mom and figuring out all of that. So the past couple of weeks have been a roller coaster, to say the least. But it's been hence to say thank you, because our videos haven't been really super consistent. We're trying to
it's been through it. Between when the gear got stolen to we felt like we were starting to come out of the rut out of that, on a professional, it obviously wrecked us a little bit, not a little bit, wrecked me pretty bad, even mentally and everything, just dealing with that part of it. Yeah. Then to getting the call about her dad, and it just it wrecked our worlds for sure. And we just, nothing else mattered at that moment. It was like, all right, we had, like Natalie said, we had a long list of like on our to-do list, things we needed to get done. And we just immediately said, okay, what has to be done first that can't happen, remotely while we're gone in Florida with family. Yeah. So we didn't sleep for 2 nights straight, and then flew to Florida and spent almost 2 weeks there with family, with Natalie's mom and her brother. Had a beautiful memorial service. Some of you, some friends that live down in that area came and showed their love and support at the memorial. And thank you guys
so much for all of the messages and comments.
We even had some others that
emails and
sent flowers. Some of our patrons sent flowers to for the memorial service. So it was a beautiful time, a beautiful memorial for her dad. It was very emotional, obviously, still is. And grief is a weird thing. It just comes in waves, and when the wave comes, it's usually a flood, a tsunami. And so it's just been, we appreciate all of the, like Natalie said, all of the kind messages, comments, everything that we've gotten. We've gotten letters and cards. There's no way we can respond to all of them, but just know that we see them and appreciate them so much. Means more than you could possibly know. And thank you for giving us grace and understanding that our content has been a little bit on the back burner. We're still working on it practically daily, but especially for that 2-3 weeks that after her dad passed, not a lot of work got done. It was focused on the more important thing, to be honest, which was family and being there for family and making arrangements and things that needed to happen. So
thank you guys.
That's in a nutshell what our
and so we really haven't had any time to plan our year. We know the next 2 trips that we're taking, and other than that, we have no idea, besides our group trips, where we're going to be going for the year. So if you do have suggestions, let us know where you want to see us go, because we're going to figure it out.
That was the long version of do we have plans to go to Switzerland
or LA?
Or LA, that was it.
We don't know yet. So
we don't know. Figuring that out.
Jade said LA 28, can't wait for it in 3 years time. LOL. Okay, so we'll try to go before 3 years from now.
And Lisa, there we go.
Oh, what are your Valentine's Day plans? I love you're going to the Big Island.
They're going to the Big Island.
We are going to something just as cool, if not cooler. No, I'm just kidding. It is Daddy's Dogs, guys. It is voted. Okay, if you go on our Instagram, I don't think it's pinned or anything. It's one of my favorite reels that I've ever made. Last Valentine's Day, Matt took us. Let me see if I can find it. And if you can.
So Daddy's Dogs it's
a hot dog joint, guys.
It's a hot dog dog place. There you go.
Can we see if you focus it? Will it play?
I don't know. I have to flip the screen around here.
Oh, sorry, but it is really fun. Let's see.
Don't mess it up. Hang on.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. And
that is taking me to the most romantic spot in Nashville.
Voted by Nashvillians, 3 or 4 years in a row?
Yeah, so pretty excited about it. A Valentine's Day in Nashville would not be complete without a daddy's date night. They had some awesome vendors like Old Smoky Moonshine. They had the cutest little photo booth set up. Then you walk into the most romantic tent. Check out these vibes. They served these champagne of beers, Miller High Life in champagne glasses. Literally the best. They had an amazing live jazz band. I mean, the marketing here. Daddy was in the house. He was the sweetest and came around to every table. The food, guys, the elote, tater tots, to die for. So good. Matt got the Big Daddy, and I got the charcuterie dog. I mean, the attention to detail, amazing. We finished the evening off with their delicious milkshakes. And then they gave us a gift bag. Here's our photo from the night. Highly recommend this experience. We can't wait for next year. It's taking me to the most romantic.
guys, so it has been voted by Nashville. It's like ironic. It's literally a hot dog joint that you can't even sit inside. So they have to have tents.
It's a hot dog joint. Started as a food cart.
Mm-hmm.
Has a little place. It has multiple locations around the city, but their flagship location is an old gas station that they turned into a hot dog joint, and all the seating is outside under the gas station cover area. So they bring in tents, live jazz music.
Literally, it's like a 4-course meal, quote unquote, but it's literally a side with your hot dog in a paper thing. And
salad.
I love that they serve beer in champagne glasses. Like they make it's like white trash, but like elevated, and it's all ironic and funny. And that's like Daddy's Dogs is like the marketing where, I mean, he's like a big dude and he'll just like have his little hot dog as like marketing. Like it's amazing. It's so funny.
Yeah. So 5 years ago, I guess, they set out to be voted as the number, because the Nashville scene is like kind
our
of
awards
for all sorts of things in Nashville, from best music venues to best restaurants, from high-end restaurants, date night experiences. And anyway, they voted which is the people of Nashville have voted Daddy's Date Night as the most romantic dining experience in Nashville for 4 years in a row now.
Yeah.
So we just decided
we're going to the most romantic spot in Nashville for Valentine's Day. Hot dogs. I love it.
Stacy said, I know you're already gone, Stacy, because you said you're going to find some dinner, but wanted to say hi.
We love you.
We love you guys.
Love you and Ernie.
Hope you have a wonderful dinner. And sorry, I'm just seeing this 30 minutes later. So.
Okay, so I'm going down to the newest ones, and we're going to meet in the middle. Okay. And if we missed your comment or question, please just write it again. We're not ignoring you, I promise. Sherry said Mike's birthday is on Valentine's Day. Oh, so does he get treated extra special? Is that what that is? I like Annalisa. He's giving you an extra wiener for V-Day.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Stop it right now. Okay. Do I say what they gave? Probably not.
They give all kind of inappropriate gifts. We'll just say that.
They had a sauce catcher. If you want to put that together.
They have lots of nice things in the gift bag as well. But they also have some comical and appropriate things as well.
So funny. He would love Daddy's Dogs. You should have made the reservation, Sherry.
Yep.
He would have loved it.
Mark said, got a family gathering. Just want to send a love. Thanks for the fun and format. My wife and I love you both.
We love y'all. Thanks for being on the adventure with us.
You do one, I'll do one.
Okay. Have you ever thought of going to the Great Barrier Reef? Oh, that was for travel adventures with Eric B.
Oh. Whoa.
But we have thought of it. I would love to get Matt certified. I have a PADI scuba certification, and I would love to do that in the Great Barrier Reef.
I would too. Quince Prince said, Matt, we're headed to Fargo in April to Drecker for the Foolers Ball. Mm-hmm. We watched your video, but are there other places we should hit? So we had, if you watch the video, then you already probably know most of the ones I'm going to recommend to you. This is if you're into breweries and that kind of thing, Fargo has quite a few. These are the only two we went to, which was Fargo Brewing Company and Drecker, and loved both of them, to be honest.
For sure.
As far as
what was that food that we went I don't know if it's still around, but
it was the evening dinner, right? It
with
was
that
really,
rhubarb place, and they had
yeah.
like the camp upstairs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It was a very Swedish inspired.
Gosh,
what was that
I
called?
don't remember. But we also have a blog on it
We
too.
do.
So I would check out our blog. We usually give so many more recommendations and
Yep.
stuff than we do in the video because we can only show you one thing.
Yep.
So I would definitely check that out and let us know.
Yeah, we hope you have a great time in Fargo, though.
Do you have a favorite place to travel? I know, tough question. We honestly can't answer that. It's so hard. It depends on like our mood or what time of year it is. If we're going with friends or we're going with family,
Yeah.
is it a vacation or?
Anytime people ask us our favorite place to go, I try to answer it when I should just say, I'm sorry, I don't even have an answer for that. I try to answer it and then I end up telling them like 10 places. So instead of saying,
I jump in and tell like 5 more.
Yeah.
And then they get overwhelmed.
So favorite place, yeah, that's hard. If you let us know what you're looking for in a place to travel, if it's for you, like, and you're looking for somewhere. But we just love too many places.
They're really, there's so many amazing places.
And Elisa said, I'm surprised your management company didn't help or try to find companies to send you equipment to advertise. So they actually did. Without us even asking, our management jumped in and immediately started messaging. They know we use Sony for all of our cameras, lenses. Pretty much everything is Sony for us. Unfortunately, Sony is a massive corporation and the gear is really expensive. Given, Sony could donate stuff and they wouldn't even probably feel it at all. But I understand. I mean, we aren't on their radar as top creators or anything. But our management did. They do have a loaner program.
So they sent us one of those.
So our management set up for Sony to send us a loaner camera and lens and stuff to get us through for a little bit. But again, our management did all that they could. But like I said, Sony themselves didn't necessarily step in and help out other than the loaner equipment, which was helpful enough. But obviously we would love to have, free cameras, and we will advertise that we use Sony till the day we die. But
Lonzi, what other companies?
But our management was great and actually did step up to the plate.
They were really sweet. Miss Tess J said hugs and prayers to both of you.
S said, yes, put story time of what happened and how to avoid thefts.
Good one.
That would be. We could do a story time and then talk about how all the things we could have, should have, wish we would have done to avoid it from happening.
Yeah. John said, guys, let you know you are very much, you're loved very much. Thank you.
Thank you, John. We appreciate that. Shody Takes the World said, joining from Louisiana. Love watching all our kids ask for you by name.
Stop. Oh, I love that. That makes
awesome.
our heart happy. That's so sweet. Hey, Nat, I know exactly how you feel. I lost mine last year. So sorry. I'm praying that you have a speedy recovery from your mourning period. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that for you. It's a club that you never want to be a part of, but I have so much more empathy, and my heart just breaks for people who have lost a parent. Obviously, now that I've gone through it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that this is what they were going through. This is how they felt. And so now I'm definitely going to make it more of a priority when somebody loses somebody. I haven't really ever lost anyone super close to me, just in general. I've been very blessed that way. So this is the first person that's really wrecked me. And so now, it makes you appreciate your people more, and
it gives you a whole new outlook on life. It
does. So I'm so sorry.
And priorities, and Corey said, nice jacket, Nat. I collect magnets.
Nice. We buy magnets for our Patreon community.
Yeah, we don't ever keep them ourselves.
No.
We do like Patreon trivia nights and that kind of stuff, and they're always like part of a prize package that we're sending out.
So we do keychains, magnets,
anything
stickers,
that packs easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get hats and those kind of things, but
so sorry. It's hard, I know. Yeah, not the best, but what can you do? We all have to go at some point.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Beth.
And then Mark said, Matt, you got to keep up with your own fashion statement. I know the black leather is just not a statement enough.
It is. It's just classic. It's classic. And his is real leather. So, my My two favorite memories are a hawk walk at Ashford Castle in Ireland and baby turtle release in Cozumel. You can also help the mamas lay their nest depending on the time of year you're visiting. Cool. Oh, that's so neat.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I bet Ashford Castle is awesome.
Crazy enough, same Courtney also said my next comment. Back again to chat about chai. My heart broke for you, Natalie, when they were out of chai in Alaska.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad somebody else felt that.
Uh-huh. Oh, look, another one.
I was so
that jacket rocks. Jackie buys pins from everywhere you go and pins them to a backpack.
Oh,
now that backpack weighs over 20 pounds. Your patch is a great inspiration to start something new.
Oh, I love that.
It took us, now, like I said, it took Natalie a while to figure out, like, not how to attach the patches, but like when she was going to have the time to do it or that kind of thing.
And you need like a lot of patches. Like you can't have one on a jacket that it looks a little weird.
Yeah, it took a little time
to accumulate enough patches to make it look like it's not like, oh, is this intentional? Like, why is there only 2 on there?
Said hello from SC, fellow South Carolinian. Love the jacket. The patches are such a great idea.
Thanks, guys.
Nice. Everybody loves the jacket.
Thank you so much for that. That's really sweet of you, Steve.
Yeah. Down Under Cruise said we have 2 group cruises coming up. The Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise out of Miami, November 29th, 2025. On the NCL Encore and December 29th, 2026 out of Brisbane, Australia on the Great Barrier Reef. Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited.
Our Alaska cruise was on a Norwegian cruise and we loved it so much. So we would love to be able to put together a group trip cruise with Norwegian to Alaska 2026. So
if you guys want to go with us,
we have no idea how it will work,
survey.
But yeah, fill out the survey
if you're interested, because I think that would be so much fun. It was so beautiful. We had such a great time. The food was amazing. You'll figure it all out or see it when we put out our whole cruise video.
Yeah, that's coming.
But I would love to experience it with people. Like I even called my mom right after we went. I was like, we have to do this again as a family. And so I'm going to make her come on that group trip.
Yep. She's coming if that happens. If you're watching.
So if you're watching, Rita, we're going to make you go.
Shevin Sue says 10 past midnight over here in the UK. So we're going to turn in for the night just to help you visualize what Skythos. It's like it's one of the Mamma Mia Greek islands.
I knew it was a Greek island. Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Well, thank you for staying up super late with us. We appreciate that. Annalisa says, I want to see you guys do van life and do a Pacific Northwest or go to as many national parks as you can in a short period of time. Well, as soon as I lose my job,
we hope not lose the job. We hope more.
Not either.
We hope it's more of a decide to, leave the job on good terms, not like lose the job.
I didn't mean it like that. Not lose my job, but when I don't have those flight benefits anymore. For those of you who don't know, I work for an airline and we fly standby, which you usually just pay taxes and fees, which is chef's kiss.
Yeah.
But then we'll probably have to switch it up a little bit and maybe do a van life or, see what that looks like.
I would love to do when she does decide to leave her job, I would love to do a partnership with like RV America and do like a 3-month RV trip and just do exactly what you're saying, Annalisa, like go do the Pacific Northwest, go do all the national parks, because exciting news, guys, we can now film in national parks again without having to get permits and jump through all kinds of hoops and red tape. So it's finally opened back up to us for that. Because if you've noticed, we haven't really put any national park videos out in quite a while since that ban went in place a year and a half, 2 years ago. Yeah. So we were really excited that happened. So we're definitely going to be doing some more national parks. And one of the best ways to do it that we would love to do would be something like an RV or van. Obviously, we don't have an RV or van. Maybe one day, but we would love to partner with something like RV America or one of the RV rental companies or van rental companies and go do something like that. Yeah.
I got a question here. Oh. Shannon, hello. I hope you're still on. I'm so sorry. We're a little bit late. This was a 30-minute one ago. Hi from Kentucky. What are you most excited to do on your next group trip? Great question. So again, we're going to, for those of you who are just now joining, we are going to, look at that. That's not what I wanted though. Hold on. See, boop, look at me.
There you go.
We're going to Greece May 3rd through the 9th.
3rd through the 9th. Yep.
And we're so excited about it.
Oh, yeah.
So
We've never been to Greece before.
And we still have a couple spots. If you guys want to go, it closes in less than 30 days and there are payment plans available. Anyways, how do I do it? I hit this.
I get it.
Oh, I have to hit this thing. Hold on. But it's supposed to ask me
which one to do.
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
Okay. So we are actually doing a kayaking on the Argolis Gulf. And I mean, like, this is what I'm talking about here. This is where, I don't know where it's going to take me, to a museum.
So, yeah.
Oh, it's in a different page. Anyways, I don't know how to do this. I'm not a streamer. But this right here, I'm going to make it look.
There you
this
go.
is my
Just
ghetto
zoom in
way
that
of doing
way.
it. This is going to be us kayaking right up in here in this beautiful water. I am so excited.
I
and
hope swimming too.
Like,
That's
look
what
at
I hope
this.
for.
This right here.
Yeah, see, I want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the one. I want to be that guy on that rock.
Is that a Speedo?
That's fine. I'll wear a Speedo.
Oh.
I want to be that guy on that rock diving into that water. That's what I want.
That is what I'm excited for. But I'm also so excited for the Greek food. I'm excited for like the group that we're gonna be together. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of late nights at cafes, talking, hanging out, drinking.
100%. There always
wine.
is.
Yeah, like I'm so excited.
You know, for our Ireland trip, it happened every night. We would stay out late. We would go to the pubs and all that. For Christmas markets, we did the same. It was different. Sometimes it was in the hotel lobby because it's cold outside, and it was like, we're not going to go sit around outside. But for somewhere like Greece, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to, whatever cafes or whatever open, we're going to be hanging all day long. So,
guys, okay, I'm going back to the newest ones. So we've got Beth said, sign me up for Alaska. I'll room with your mom. Stop it right now. She would love you. See.
Wish I could go to Greece with you guys.
We would have loved that,
Yeah,
Steve. We would love to meet you in person. We see all of your comments.
Karen David said, Matt, are you taking your outfit from the movie 300 so you can yell, this is Sparta? We watched a Rick Steves video today, and I think something about Sparta got brought up, and we said that exact thing. So great minds think alike.
Sparta. And then you got to do the kick.
I got to have somebody to kick off into the water or something.
I'll do it.
You'll do it? Okay. Or I can be the one getting
just
kicked.
Very like light, like a light kick.
Push.
And I'll fall back like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. And even Beth, the other Beth, said yes, group trip to Alaska.
Yeah. See,
okay,
I think,
so you guys please fill out the survey because then we can show it on the graph where it's like.
I think once we get our Alaska cruise, all of our content out, my goal, I haven't talked to them yet, but is to talk to LuxRally Travel, our contact there and the owner of it, and say, hey, what do we need to do to make this happen? And hopefully they'll be able to jump in and help us get the thing organized.
Yeah.
So.
Even Rena said we're for Alaska cruise. Like, it was spectacular. The observation deck, which I can't wait to show you guys on this video, was one of the coolest places. They had afternoon tea. Chef's kiss.
After they had,
do?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and they had all the coffee and tea you want to drink, just like any cruise ship, which was awesome.
Yeah, but it was like all of like hand snacks, like food.
They had scones with jams and whipped butter, all of that. All you wanted to eat and drink, and you could just sit there and drink your tea or coffee
and watch the beautiful scenery,
floor to ceiling windows, and we would get seats right up against it, and we would just sit there and watch. We had our little binoculars, and we'd look out for whales,
and then you would hear people like, "Oh, there's one," and so we'd all look, and it was amazing,
really great.
George knows, he was on an Alaskan cruise, and he said yes, Alaska. So count me in for Alaska. Shannon, stop. Okay. All right, sorry.
I'm telling you, I think we got to do it. We got to do it. And Elisa said, do you have a Hawaiian patch? I can send you one before we leave.
The only one I have,
other side,
is this one.
I think you need one that like says.
Oh, but I have Aloha.
Oh, you do have Aloha?
I do. I haven't put it on here yet.
Okay. The only one she has is like this flower.
It's with the totem pole.
Flower,
right? Is that what they call them?
I don't think they call them that there. Maybe. I don't know.
What do they call them there? I'm so sorry if that was rude of me. I don't know. Beth, I know you love an afternoon tea. That's what I'm talking about. It's going to be lit.
Squints and Prince said, I'll be shooting videos and photos, so I'll put something together and send you a link. Awesome. Yes, please do. That'd be awesome to keep up with that.
Yes, we camp in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in our pod. Is that what that says? I don't have the best eyes.
Our pod. Yeah, that's a travel camper.
Oh,
type thing. Yeah.
neat. Well, we're excited to actually be able to start filming in national parks. Like that's going to be a game changer because they're so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't want to get yelled at and go to jail and pay a lot of money.
Yeah, I was about to say get fined was the big thing.
Yeah.
Squints and Prince said any U.S. trip this year.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we're going to be doing some.
We'll be doing some U.S. trips this year. Well, we're actually doing a U.S. trip next week. One.
Oh yeah, and you want to hear about that?
Yeah, we're going to Alaska again next week. We didn't mean to be going to Alaska as we're in the middle of releasing. Well, we're releasing summer Alaska content. We're going to Alaska in the winter because our big goal this winter was to go to see the Northern Lights, chase the Northern Lights. So we were planning on originally going to Norway. Yeah. And that was like that was number one on our list to go. But we have a short time to go. It's like Monday through Friday kind of thing or somewhere in there. So we were like, we can do that.
It's like logistically, it was harder to get to.
Yeah, it was tougher to get to. Yeah. So we decided to go to Fairbanks, Alaska.
And we are so excited. Yeah. So please pray for clear skies and cold weather, right? Is that what I'm supposed to pray for?
Well, yeah, we just need like
clear skies
and cold air because
cold air. That's what it is.
Because that's how
the aurora borealis.
Well, the colder air makes for clearer. It's not hazy or it just makes for clear skies.
So please, because this video is gonna suck
if we don't see the Northern Lights.
That's the whole reason why we're going
on a Northern Lights trip. So we'll see.
Please pray. Okay.
But we do have some pretty awesome activities planned.
Yeah.
Even if Northern Lights don't appear, but
better happen.
I think I talked to a friend yesterday at church. She's actually going to the week after we are, and she has the app called Aurora on her phone, and it'll alert you when they show up.
Yeah,
and she has it set for Fairbanks, and she said every night for the last 5 nights it's gone off.
Praise God.
Some nights multiple times. So we're hoping that same for us.
I hope so. I'm so sorry if we missed one of your comments. We are so behind. So just ask it again. So I apologize in advance. Tiki statue. Why didn't I think of that? I said totem pole.
Tiki statue.
That makes so sense. And I've never been to a luau. So maybe Hawaii is in our future for this year.
Oh yeah. See, that was that was something we didn't get to do.
No, we've never done a luau.
We had a luau.
But they canceled it because of weather.
I forgot. I've kind of blocked out some of those things because it was not the most pleasant experience.
And it was so much money, and we literally just hung out in our Days Inn hotel and watched movies.
We did. We spent
while it was raining
2 full days of our time in Maui, holed up in our hotel room. We watched the whole.
Amazing.
The whole Hunger Games series. That's what I remember most about our time.
I remember literally crying in the ocean. Like we were the only ones in the ocean because I was like, we're going in this oceon.
It was before the storm got bad. It was raining.
But it was still pouring down rain and we were body surfing. And I remember
we were boogie boarding.
Oh, boogie boarding. Yeah. So anyways,
but
we have to go back.
Yeah, because we had a luau scheduled. They canceled it.
It was going to be fun.
So yes, we have. Maybe that's another.
Okay, I'm going to write it down. Let us know again.
Maybe it's time to redeem. Has enough time passed in Maui to go visit Maui?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't want
to be an inconvenience.
I don't want to put stress on the economy or stress on the local people there.
That is true. I didn't think about that. Good point.
maybe not Maui this year. I don't know. We got to figure that out.
After the fire, if you don't know. Do you have any go-to apps you love for travel planning or you use on the road? My family discovered the app Guide Along on a trip to Hawaii last year, and it has been a game changer for the national parks. Yes. So we actually featured Guide Along. It used to be called Gypsy.
Yep. Used to be Gypsy Guide,
but it was GPS Guide. I didn't know that until later. But anyways, we love them. I think we used them in our 50 States in a Year series.
Used them in Hawaii on the road to Hana.
Yeah, we used them there. We used them at oh my gosh, there's so many others. Smoky Mountains, we use them.
We did.
We love them.
We've been to every fall.
Key West.
Yeah, Key West. We used it. The past 2 falls, we've gone out west to meet my parents on a trip, and we did it in Grand Teton National Park last year.
Glacier.
We did it for Glacier National Park this year.
Love
Guide Along is an excellent. Again, it was called Gypsy Guide when we featured it in our Road to Hana video. But yeah, Guide Along's excellent. We love, if you've watched our channel at all for the last year, watch live streams. I said we never really mention it much in our videos, but Time Shifter is a huge one for us. We travel, as you guys know, we travel a lot, and a lot of times we're traveling long distances, sometimes for short amount of times. We've done Lisbon, Monday through Friday, to Lisbon, Portugal, a Monday through Friday to Paris, France. And so we don't have time for jet lag to mess us up.
No, because we got to work as soon as we get back.
It's like hit the ground running and then get home and hit the ground running again. So there's no downtime, and Time Shifter helps you avoid that jet lag. Flighty is another one that we use.
Love Flighty.
It is for air travel. It's one of the best apps.
No, we do have the premium subscription for that.
Yeah,
and Time Shifter, you can get a free trial.
Yep. But those are ones that are used on the regular.
Google Maps obviously is one. We always save all of the places that we want to go to. So if we have downtime at all, which usually doesn't happen, but we could pull up Google Maps and be like, oh, this place is right near us. Let's go to this bookstore, or let's go do this. Obviously downloading offline maps.
Yep.
An eSIM, super important for international travel. We love eSIMs.
Yeah, Airalo or Olafly are the two that we use almost. What'd you say?
I don't know what I said. I think it was like Olafly. Or I don't know what I said, but I was like, oh, I think that's what I said. Anyway.
Because I said Airalo.
So I said Olaflow.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
Thanks for bringing my attention to it.
It's funny. But yeah, those two are eSIM apps that are,
trying to think what
companies we use
other
the most.
Obviously Uber, Lyft, some countries,
Bolt, for some countries,
any kind of taxi rideshare app, because I like to know what price I'm going to be paying going somewhere rather than a taxi, because we've had opportunities where we'll ask the taxi driver, hey, do you take credit card? Then we get to our destination like, oh, we don't take credit card, and I'm like, you trying to rip me off now and then they'll tack on extra price. So I love rideshare apps.
Yep. And then Get Your Guide is our go-to for booking travel experiences. If there's nothing, like if Get Your Guide doesn't offer something in the area,
we'll do Viator.
Then we jump over to Viator. Yeah.
But I think that's about it. I was looking at my apps. I have so many. Also, Rick Steves Europe. If you're going to Europe, he's got audio tours. Really love that one. That's a good one.
He has free audio tours in his app, and they're really great. It's like listening to a Rick Steves podcast or Rick Steves episode, but he's telling you while you're in the places.
Another one, Guru Walk, is free walking tours.
Oh, yes. Guru Walk's a big one for us.
Yeah. And we have links to all of these things in our favorites on our website. If you go to, I think it's resources, right?
Yes, resources.
Go to resources and you can click all of these things because it's our favorite stuff.
Free walking tours.
Yeah.
They're tip-based walking tours. So you're not going to do it for free. They recommend paying anywhere from 10 to 20 euros or whatever the local currency is, the equivalent of $10 to $20 to the guide, but definitely great. There was another one I saw on there. Priority Pass is a big one we use a lot.
Oh, 100%.
So all of our airport lounge access, we get it through our credit card company, but it gives us a Priority Pass membership, which gives us access to thousands of airport lounges around the world.
The lounges have been a game changer for us now.
Yeah. So rather than us paying for an overpriced deli sandwich that's been sitting on the shelf for 12 hours
eating protein bars or nuts that have been in our bag for months because we're hungry and we don't want to spend $30 on a sandwich.
Or $5 on a Coke. The lounges are game changer. It's always free drinks all you want, free food all you want. It's not always the best food, but there are some that are really great. So that's another big one for us.
Yeah. Rich and Abigail, welcome.
What's up, guys?
Okay, I want to talk about Rich and Abigail because we're going to see them at TravelCon. Now, if any of you guys are travel content creators, TravelCon is one of our favorite conferences. We're actually speaking this year. Rich and Abigail are going to go. They went last year and we had such a great time. So much fun. Walter's World's going to be there this year. Yellow Productions is going to be there.
Yeah. Chris and Sarah are going to be there.
Sarah.
I mean, I'm sure there's ones that
the
are
average
missing.
tourist. Is that what it is? No. Tourist are local.
Tourist are local.
Sorry, I was trying to remember.
There's a whole lot of incredible creators there. So much knowledge and information is going to be given out there. So if you're anything interested at all in content creation, we definitely recommend signing up for TravelCon.
Yeah, again, and if you use Matt and Nat,
code Matt and Nat,
you get 50% off the all access.
$50 off.
What did I say?
50%.
50%.
That's a big
I
difference.
wish that it was 50%, and I'm sorry it's not, but it's $50 off of your all access pass, and then we'll get to hang out and see you, and it's just going to be so much fun. So if you're a content creator, I put it down in the description. It's travelcon.org.
Yep, travelcon.org. You can head there, sign up.
It is going to be March.
March.
14th through the 16th.
Yeah, so we're a month out.
It's going to be in Tucson, Arizona. And I am so excited. It's going to be so much
fun.
fun.
If you want to get some knowledge on content creation, up your travel game, go from hobbyist to professional, that's the place for you. And if you want to experience some warmer weather than we're experiencing in Nashville, and go head south to Tucson, Arizona for a few days in March, come join us there. Like Natalie said, we're speaking, I think, the first day.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, we were like, when we got asked to speak, we were like,
I was like, is it unprofessional to email them and be like, can we please go the first day? Because I'll stress the whole
we would just stress out the whole time up until so if we were speaking the last day,
oh gosh,
we'd be in our heads for the whole first 2 days. So we're speaking the first day. Thank God. So we'll be able to speak, have that off our plates, and get to connect with people the rest of the week.
So excited. So anyways, I'm excited that Rich and Abigail are going. That makes my heart so happy. Okay.
Let's see.
I'm scrolling down to the bottom.
Is there a place in Florida you really want to visit?
So I'm from Florida originally. I don't know if you know that. Gainesville, Florida is where I grew up, went to high school and college. I love the springs in Florida. I would love to make a video. I might be able to get enough courage to go to Devil's Den again, do the Itchnatuckney Springs, because when people think of Florida, they really think of like Miami Beach, South Florida, that kind of vibe, where I grew up in North Central. And it's so beautiful. I love it so much. And one of our friends, how do you say his YouTube name? It's like Dally. He's the scuba diver.
Yes.
Who is a treasure hunter. Yes. So cool. Anyways, we met him in an airport. He's so sweet, so kind. But he does like Blue Springs all the time, the Itchnatuckney, and he finds treasure. But I think it would be really fun.
I don't know how to say his YouTube channel. I should have asked him when we met him. But it's Dall MYD. DALLMYD. Anyways, incredibly nice guy, but he does lots of diving in the springs.
Yeah.
But the springs are awesome.
But absolutely. I love like the Clearwater area. I mean, Sanibel's beautiful. Like there's a lot of beautiful places. I want to go. The Everglades would be a really cool video now that we can film in national parks again.
Yes, the national park thing, because.
And it wasn't just national parks.
I was about to say the ruling that was in place for the last few years wasn't just national parks. It was any national park managed land. So that was national forest, technically. That would be like the Washington, D.C., the Capitol Mall, which is where, between, the Capitol building all the way to the Lincoln Memorial. That's all technically national park managed. Philadelphia, the Liberty Bell, the Independence Independence complex there, whatever it is, with all of the historic sites there, that's all national park managed. So technically all of that is off limits for commercial filming, which is what they consider, which technically we do commercially film. It's just not in the sense that we don't have a big crew there with us and kind of thing. So I'm glad it's all opened up to us. It brings a lot more options.
So much easier. Beth asked, can we do RV caravan group trip to the national parks? Gosh, that would be so much fun.
We would need to all rent RVs and get the full insurance, whatever the insurance is on, like full coverage, liability, everything. So when we turn them back in all beat up, we aren't responsible.
Yeah, that would be so fun though. Hey John, welcome. We're excited to have you on. Marissa, I don't know if you got all of the apps, but let us know if you didn't. And they'll definitely be on our adventuresmatnat.com resources. If you click on that, a bunch of those
she's
are
going
there.
to Vienna and Budapest.
I'm so excited. Please tell me you're going on that $10 champagne prosecco cruise.
If you
that was one of the best values.
One of the best value trips you can do. Obviously, if you don't enjoy prosecco, they do have other drinks.
Yeah, they have juices and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they had juices, all kinds of stuff.
But
which
for $10,
the winner was putting the juice with the prosecco. Remember?
It was.
It was like a strawberry juice or strawberry something. Yeah,
so good.
But that was like incredible value.
So we've never used an eSIM while cruising, but there is, what is it?
GigSky. GigSky offers a land and sea package, so you'll have the same service the whole time from land and sea. We haven't used it, so I can't speak to its reliability or anything like that. We've only ever done the internet from whatever cruise ship we're on. And, that's...
Because like with Alaska, it was kind of easier. We would get off and we would have service in Alaska.
We didn't need international eSIMs.
So we would do eSIMs in the Mediterranean. So as soon as we got off the ship, we would have our card.
Yeah, we would do an eSIM for a Europe eSIM, so it covers all your port stops.
Raggedy Man. Is that how you say that?
Raggedy Man. I think
love
so.
it.
Yeah.
Me and my wife Terry love this channel. Hope all is well. Thanks for
we
watching.
Appreciate that.
We appreciate you guys.
And I love your profile photo with the bear standing up.
Cool.
It's small, so I can't see exactly. There's another something standing there with it, but that's awesome. Maybe a baby bear.
I think me and my wife are thinking of moving to St. Augustine.
St.
Absolutely should. Love St. Augustine.
Yeah, St. Augustine's great. It's a really cool and historic town, or I say town, city, and got some really beautiful beaches right nearby. Yeah, lots to do there.
Definitely check out our Florida video. Okay, now this was right when we first started YouTube. Yeah. We didn't SEO it correctly. St. Augustine's not even, I don't even think in the title.
No, I don't think so either.
But check it out. We go to St. Augustine and we explored a little bit. So, and we swim with manatees. That's the one where you swim with manatees and go to St. Augustine.
Knowing what we know now about content creation and all that stuff, we should have split that video into 2 videos instead of doing like 48 hours in Florida, because we swam with manatees, we went zip lining.
I tried to give as much value as possible, but YouTube didn't know what to do with that video.
We swam with manatees on the west coast of Florida. We zip lined in the middle of the state, and then we went to St. Augustine, which is on the east coast. So we kind of just went a straight line across, but we put too much into one video, to be honest. We should have just split them up.
YouTube didn't know what to do.
It could have been 3 videos, to be honest. But
Hello from freezing Montana. Are you guys making a video of the actual Alaska cruise? My wife and I are planning our Alaska cruise and would love to see your insights. Sorry if this has been asked. So Josh, it has not been asked, but we are making one. Yep.
So if you've watched our Mediterranean cruise video, it'll be same format as that. If you haven't watched it, that's fine. I totally get that. But essentially, it'll be the Alaska cruise video will be our entire experience, not at ports. So from embarkation to debarkation, every day on the cruise, every night of the dinners and shows, all of that will be featured in the full video with a cabin tour and all that stuff. We just broke out the port days into individual videos because we felt that would just be more helpful for people that are wanting to know what to do at port. So we made the ports about the ports, and the ship will be about the ship. So, and that's coming in
hopefully sooner than later.
Hard to say when. It's a massive video, 7 days worth of filming. So it may be a month before that's out, to be honest. Realistically, probably a month before that's out.
I'd love to say it to be sooner, but I always gaslight myself.
We have 2 more port videos that'll be out.
Then we're going to Alaska.
Our goal is to have those both out before the end of the week. And then we'll be in Alaska for like a week or so. And then we'll have hopefully 2.5 weeks to work on that video.
Yeah.
We're just going to, I'm going to go ahead and say, if you're watching this, set you up for realistic expectations. That video, it's going to be into March, no doubt, maybe the end of March before that video's out.
Yeah. Cause it's going to be really big. It'll be at least an hour.
It'll be at least an hour long video. Yeah, for sure.
So we're working on it. Hopefully I can get an editor or something to help me go through footage.
We have one hired on that's been great helping us out.
But he's a little busy right now. Yeah, so I'm hoping that he's
got
not
other
busy.
Clients as well. So
I'm like, no, help me, please. I live in St. Augustine and I know about all those beautiful springs in Devil's Den. Absolutely.
Yeah,
well, let me tell you a funny story about Devil's Den. So again, I grew up in Gainesville. We would always go to St. Augustine for the beach. My parents now live kind of closer to Daytona, in between Daytona and St. Augustine. So we went to Devil's Den when we were dating.
Yep.
And it's this beautiful cenote experience. It's like an open cave where there's a circle and all of this greenery is coming around.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Blue, beautiful water. And you go down these stairs. And so we're swimming.
Just look up Devil's Den right here.
Okay.
Yeah, just look up Devil's Den there so people can get an idea of how it doesn't look like anything you would expect in the U.S.
That one good? Let me
that
make
one
it
gives
big.
you an idea.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to share my screen, guys. I'm getting better at this.
Look at you go.
Boom. Oh, yeah. Wrong way. So this is Devil's Den, right? Beautiful.
That's the stairs that lead down. You stairs into the water.
Yeah, we were swimming here. It's beautiful, open, and you can scuba dive. So you can, I think if you're cave certified or something.
Yeah, you have to be cave certified because around the that's
edges.
That's not the end. It kind of goes underneath into caves around that.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to tell you, we were swimming here and it was just Matt, my brother, and me.
We were the only 3 in the water.
Uh-huh.
Like there was nobody else even there.
So my brother was like swimming around, Matt was swimming around, and we hear like this splash. I think I was up on the stairs at this point, or I was swimming.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a splash, and I look, and it's a snake that had fallen from up above. So mind you, not a water snake. It was freaking out.
It was
being in that water, and water's cold, like it's spring water. That snake was like freaking out, trying to get out of the water. And I screamed at my little brother, and I was like, get out. Because think about it. If you're a snake, you're going to crawl up on something that's not this water, right? That's in my mind what's happening. Literally so traumatizing. I got out of the water and never went back in. I was like, absolutely not. Because I didn't know where the snake went.
You and your brother both got out.
Absolutely not.
And I just kept swimming. And...
So please let me know if you think I'm crazy or if Matt's crazy for staying in the water.
I mean, I'd keep an eye around me. There's nothing around me. And...
That is my worst fear is swimming
it
in water.
Wasn't a water
snake.
snake. It probably drowned pretty quick.
Oh, you think?
It probably did.
Oh my gosh, that's even worse. Can you imagine it touching you and it's like dead flopping? Oh my gosh, absolutely not.
Gosh.
That like traumatizes me just thinking about it. I hate snakes. So, anyways,
let's see here. What I know we've missed some
stops. You said Monday Night Raw's in Nashville, Bridgestone. That's sweet.
Oh, that's going on right now.
Oh, is it right now?
I don't know. Is it?
We've been to a WWE. We were seat fillers for the like TV show, I guess. I don't know, but it was.
Let's see, Monday Night Raw.
Marissa said,
Nashville.
browsing your website now, so useful. I'll make note of the Prosecco tour for sure. Well, check out when you go to destinations, click Hungary. Matt has a whole blog on Hungary and Budapest, all the things to do. And we give you so many more recommendations. So for like breakfast, Matt gives you like 3 or 4 different options, lunches.
Well, and on top
dinners.
of that, we did a food tour in Budapest. So I have the top dishes and foods that you need to try while you're there.
Now that I know how to do this, let's just show you. Because Matt spends so much time on this website, guys.
It's been a labor of love, sometimes less love than others, because it's a lot of work that goes into the blog, and there's not really much payoff for it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
we try to give as much value to you as possible.
It's a great resource for people that want, and which, by the way, that right there is our travel newsletter. We send it out every week.
Oh, this one.
I haven't missed a week in 212 weeks. And sometimes it's much more entertaining than others because sometimes we just sit at home all week and work and there's not a whole lot to update you on. But there are times like when we go to Alaska and we're going to chase the northern lights and do incredible things like maybe dog sledding. And I'll fill you in on all the things that we did, the tours we took, how awesome it was, and how you can do it for yourself.
So sign up there if you haven't already. You're so cute. Okay. Oh, so actually, you can't see this. Hold on. There it goes. Destinations. We'll go to Europe. Let's go to Hungary.
So
you have this. So you have Budapest, top Hungarian foods, and then one day in Budapest. So it literally, obviously, you can watch the video. And then all of the tours will load at some point.
Loading. Our internet must be a little slow right now.
Well, also we're streaming, so I'm sure
true.
It's, you know what I mean? Hotel recommendations. Come on, guys. Anyways, pictures, all of the things.
Yeah, our internet's slow right now.
I think it's because streaming
and all is not helping us, but lots of great information.
Yeah. So I hope it helps. And then all the food, because the Hungarian food,
we really enjoyed it way more than we expected.
Kiss. Okay. Let's see. What other ones? Thank you so much, Beth. I literally would have passed away.
I would not volunteer to swim with a snake.
Thank you. Especially when freaking out. Thank you. I appreciate you guys more than you know. Matt is crazy. No snakes. Thank you. Thank you. I was like, get out of the water. I was like freaking out. It would have been a good YouTube video for sure. It would have been me crying, being like, never again.
Fumo said, survey complete. Alaska. It's been 15 years since we were there last, and let's shoot for Antarctica or Svalbard.
Oh, I love that.
Cool.
That would be awesome.
Taco said, do you have any pets? No, we don't.
We travel too much.
We travel too much for pets. If we had a pet, we would have a dog, but and
preferably a border collie because I love border collies.
It would be unfair to the dog to have it because we fly a lot, and flying with the dog is not the most ideal, especially with how quick we travel. It just wouldn't really work. So
yeah.
We have Alicia said, new subscriber. I want to say I love your content.
Oh,
thank you so
much.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And thanks for subscribing as well.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm going back in time now.
Okay.
My fave YouTubers right here. love you guys. And how do you say your name?
Seja?
Well, thank you, Seja.
Yeah,
let us know if we're totally butchering it. I'm so sorry, but thank you. We love that you're here. And Laura, we love you. We appreciate you guys more than you know. Thank you so much. Lar said, when you have kids, will you travel with them? Probably so.
If we have kids, yeah, we will. We're not, figuring that out.
We don't know what our year looks like, let alone
our
what
life.
next year looks like, or we don't know. We're along for the ride. We're praying. God's got it all worked out.
But the answer to that is
yeah.
Surely, definitely.
We won't let anybody slow us down.
Yep. It might look different, but we still will.
Mm-hmm. Pixar Princess. Let's go to Dubai. Skydive Dubai is on my bucket list. Absolutely. Dubai is on our bucket list.
Yeah, we would love to.
I think that would be awesome.
James said, we're heading to Europe soon. Krakow, Budapest.
Oh, wow.
I can't say that when I've heard it before. I would butcher it. Northern Italy, Milan, Munich, and Austria.
Oh, so
On the way
cool.
home, we're doing a 24-hour layover in Reykjavik. You guys and others like you inspired us to travel.
Awesome.
That sounds like an incredible trip.
It sounds like a trip of a lifetime. I'm so excited for you.
I love that you're taking advantage of the 24-hour layover kind of thing that I guess you're probably doing with Iceland Air.
Yeah.
I know they offer the 24-hour layover where you can spend the extra 24 hours in the country and just get to see a little bit of Iceland while you're doing it. We would love to incorporate that into a trip sometime.
That is awesome. Yeah. I'm so excited. You'll have to tell us all about it.
Sherry said, okay, I was thinking, I can't believe we've never been to Devil's Den, but you lost me at Snake. Well, girl, you live in the wrong state if Snake lost you, because there are snakes everywhere in Florida.
Golly. How many I don't think I've encountered that many in Florida, though.
There's a lot of snakes in Florida,
I know, but I don't know. I don't need to see them.
Think of all the pythons down there.
But that's in the Everglades. We lived in the north.
But for snakes. And also,
I will go back to Devil's Den.
I know it's just a snake is a snake, but it was like this long.
Get out of here.
It was a tiny little snake. It could have been
45 feet for all I care.
It was a tiny snake.
In the water, on land, I can run away. I'm not the best swimmer. That thing is faster than me. Don't even get me started, Matt.
Marissa said, I've probably watched 12 hours of people eating langosh.
In the Christmas markets, they actually had some langosh stands. Like there was an international
international market.
Mm-hmm. And we had langosh. Oh my gosh, I had a bite of somebody's langosh. It's so good.
Yeah. One of our favorite, definitely one of our favorite Hungarian foods.
Yeah.
And definitely in Budapest, if you can, go to one of the thermal baths.
Please do. It is so fun.
Yeah, we went to the Shinchaney baths,
something like that.
Something like that. It's the most.
It's the
most tourist popular ones there are, but there are baths all over the city. So
yeah. I know you answered one of our questions. How's your mom holding up? Prayers are with your family. Thank you so much. It's really hard on my mom. I can't even imagine losing Matt. I would be beside myself. So yeah, she's just heartbroken and figuring out what life looks like. And we're just trying to be there for her as much as we possibly can. We had a really tight knit, close family, and it's just been hard on all of us. So I appreciate your prayers more than you know. Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Rich and Abigail said, can't wait for TravelCon.
Girl, it's going to be so much fun. or Rich, sorry.
Girl and
guy.
Koala Bear said, North Carolina has the most snakes. Yeah, there are lots in North Carolina.
Fun fact, guys, if you watched our last video, you would know Alaska doesn't have any.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right.
Ireland doesn't either.
That is any place that doesn't have a snake.
Where else did we've gone to before? Not for video. Barbados. That was
on our honeymoon. Yep. I was like, I could live here then.
Let's see. Marissa said, that video is what brought me over to your live. Brand new subscriber and loving the rags.
Oh, fun. That's awesome. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And Lisa said no snakes in Hawaii. So we can move there.
There you go.
Okay. So what I need to Google is like going to places where there are no snakes.
Yeah,
I mean, places I go.
We haven't come across many snakes in our travels.
Thank God. Yeah, that's not true. You remember for a time period, every time
Think
we would
about our
hike,
videos. How many times have we seen snakes in our videos?
Glacier.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It's always in front of me,
Glacier,
never in front of Matt.
Our Nashville, Tennessee video at Hermitage.
You're right.
Yep.
So that's 2. That's a lot.
2.
Too many. I need to know if there's more. There's got to be more, no?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know.
But I'm trying to think what else we need to talk about. We talked about Valentine's Day. So yeah, the next things that we're doing is the Northern Lights.
Yep.
Hopefully. Valentine's Day. Yep. Nashville's #1 most romantic spot.
Mm-hmm. And then then we're
TravelCon.
Mm-hmm. We're still figuring out what TravelCon looks like as far as our travels. Mm-hmm. We might try to add on some days
before or after.
Exactly, to try to film somewhere. I mean, with it being in Tucson, we're like, well, we're already traveling. We may as well try to get some kind of content. Mm-hmm. So we don't know what that looks like yet. Yeah. But we do know we're going to Greece in May, which we're super excited about. Again, mm-hmm. That trip closes for booking in like 3.5 weeks, something like that. Yeah. So if you're interested in going and you have any questions, reach out to us via email or Instagram message. We'll do mm-hmm. our best to get back to you. But be sure to head to that link down in the description. And
for all of the details.
It tells mm-hmm. you what's included, what's not included, what we'll be doing, gives you the full itinerary, everything. And we would love to have you on that trip with us. Absolutely.
Now, what we've learned too is during the group trips, if there is free time, we usually try to plan some things.
Yeah.
So we'll do that kind of planning for you if you don't want to do it. Obviously you don't have to hang out with us if you don't want to. Yeah. You can go back and nap, or you could do your own thing, or
like our Italy trip for sure has a lot of designed free time.
Yes.
Because we're in some pretty iconic places like Venice, La Spezia and Cinque Terre area, Florence, and Rome. Uh-huh. So with those cities, there's so much to do. We didn't want to like pigeonhole people into having to do one thing mm-hmm. with their time. So we're kind of giving a lot of free time. There's some scheduled activities, mm-hmm. But we wanted
like
people.
A pasta making class?
Yeah, pasta making class in Italy, in Florence. Also doing a catamaran boat cruise in Venice. Sunset time or late afternoon mm-hmm. sunset. It's going to be a great time. But that said, we, in those free time days, we'll have a plan together for what we're going to be doing, mm-hmm. and we'll be inviting anyone to join us on those plans, anyone that wants to. So
yeah.
But let's see.
We have this one here. What trip are you both looking forward to the most this year?
Well, kind of like we said earlier, with everything that happened in our lives in the last 2 months, mm-hmm. we haven't had time to plan this year's travels much.
No, so I guess the answer to your question is
the next one.
Oh,
that's one we're most excited about is the next trip.
That's so funny. Yeah, I feel like that's accurate. I think for me, the group trips are mm-hmm. some of the things I'm looking forward to the most. I love getting together like goodie bags for everybody going. Yeah. I look forward to all the excitement from everybody in the group. There's just something so special about traveling with people. Like, obviously I love Matt, but it is so cool getting to hang out, make memories with people and have a community. And since we don't really get to have a lot of community, that to me is one of the things that I look forward to the most.
Yep.
And
traveling with friends is so much fun.
A blast. So I think those in their 3 different and iconic trips, like bucket list trips.
Yeah.
And so I think they're just going to be amazing. So I'm obviously looking forward to those. Do we have a lot of travel planned? No, but I am looking forward to those.
Yeah. And I can't say even which one of those I'm looking forward to the most, because they're all so
all
different.
The same. Yeah.
I mean, Greece and Italy will be the most similar as far as like weather and climate, but culturally,
exactly.
They're so different. So, and then Christmas markets, that's a whole
standalone
thing.
Yeah. So,
which we're excited about that one. So this Christmas market trip, we're doing Munich, Salzburg, and Vienna. Mm-hmm. So we've never done Christmas markets in Austria before, but we have done them in Munich before, and can 10 out of 10 recommend those. Mm-hmm. And Vienna is actually the largest Christmas market in the world, from what I understand. So it's going to be a really cool time.
And Munich's one of my favorites. German cities.
And we've been to Vienna before
Mm-hmm.
in this like fall time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be really cool seeing it all decorated for Christmas.
Yeah.
And like Natalie said, Munich is just, it's the capital of Bavaria. There, it's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And so much culture and history there.
Yeah. So I'm super excited. I'm really excited for Greece because I think that's like our first one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
First group trip of 2025.
Yep. And it's our first group trip. Well, our Christmas trip was, this past Christmas trip was a group trip where we had never been to any of the places.
True.
But it was a Christmas market trip, so you're focused more on the Christmas market aspect of it. Whereas Greece, we've never been to.
And I'm excited to experience it all. Like, actually,
it'll
the
be
Greek
like
food
first time experiencing.
Yeah,
So
like first impressions.
Yep.
And I'm so excited.
Brian said, have you ever considered going to the Philippines?
It's on our list to go.
Yeah, we would love to.
We just need to be really rich.
Right.
And not have jobs. And then we can go to all of these places. That's the goal.
James said, my wife has already ordered the eyelashes.
I love that so much. I hope that you like them. I know they're different for everybody's faces. But my one recommendation, I don't know if she wears lashes a lot, but get the black glue. Put it on something while you're doing your mascara. Let your mascara get tacky. Let the glue get tacky. Put it in the thing, blow on it, and then stick it on.
Got it down to a science.
I can put them on in like 2 minutes.
Rubber Ducky said, we live in Ocala, Florida, and we had a 10-foot rattlesnake
Absolutely
5 feet from the door.
Woo! Absolutely not.
That's a big boy.
I think I'd pass out.
David, this is you, Natalie. David, only afraid of 4 kinds of snakes: big snakes, little snakes, live snakes, dead snakes. I love that because that's Natalie to a T.
Oh my gosh, I almost spit out my water. David, that's so funny. That's hysterical. Dead snake, for sure. It doesn't matter. Thank you so much. I feel seen. I feel that is
Tina said, new subscriber here, and I love your channel. Discovered you through your Ireland videos.
Oh, cool.
I have a 2-week trip coming up in April to Ireland, and I took lots of notes from your videos. Very cool.
I love that.
We hope you have an incredible time. Ireland's such a special country. Just so much to see and do there. So many kind people there. So
it has a special place in our hearts.
It does.
For sure.
It does, especially having gone there, spent 2 weeks there, whatever we did the first time we went, and then hosting a group trip there for a week. Like
in our first group trip, there was just something so special about it.
Yeah, it really is. And it's strange, like the fact that we've spent about a month of time and all in all.
Yeah.
Because over 3 weeks, it's closer to a month of time in Ireland.
That's true. I didn't think about
so
that. So we're practically citizens.
Yeah. I mean, I'm currently waiting on my Irish passport to come in.
Please have a Guinness for us, okay?
Yes, have a Guinness.
Take a picture and post it on Instagram or send it to us in a DM. I'd love to see it.
Kevin, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Thanks for being on with us on your birthday.
Yeah.
We hope it's...
Happy birthday to you.
There you go.
Your turn.
You kind of do it in my key, sorry.
Happy
birthday. We hope it's been a great birthday, better than that singing was. My singing, Natalie's was great.
I was about to say.
Brian said, someone who wants to solo vacay / cruise, tips or good suggestions.
Okay, I think something that is so cool about Norwegian Cruise, they have solo suites, like solo bedrooms. And they have like this whole section on this cruise where if you're a solo traveler, you literally book this room and then you have like a lounge with other solo travelers. Like it's own thing. It looks so cool.
Yeah, they have the really cool thing about Norwegian, and other cruise lines do similar things, but they have which is like its own thing, and then they have the normal cabins, but then they have their elite luxury, which is like a luxury hotel. It's like a luxury cruise within a big cruise. They have that whole section. But then the really unique thing we thought was the solo section. Also, I think from what we've seen with friends that cruise a lot, Virgin Cruises, Virgin Atlantic cruises are like adult only.
I want to go on one.
They seem like a good time and would be fun for a solo traveler, I feel like.
Let's see right here. My husband says there are 2 kinds of snakes, chicken snakes and cobras. If it doesn't have a chicken in its mouth, it's a cobra.
Sounds right.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's see.
Beth. Absolutely. How did I forget that we own land in Ireland?
Yeah.
I am actually a lady. guys.
Yes.
Lady Natalie Houston, if you did
That's
not
right.
know. And this is Lord
Yep.
Matt Houston.
Lord James Matthew Houston.
Yeah. Fun fact, if you didn't know Matt's real first name, it's James.
Yep.
But we gifted everybody some land. I wish that the Christmas markets would have had something like that, but only Ireland that I found has that, where you can buy a little piece of land, and we gave it as a gift to all of our first group trip participants, because it could have turned out bad. We did not know.
No, we
didn't.
didn't.
They took a chance on us.
Yeah, they took a chance, and we sure didn't know how it was going to go.
But
we had
everyone on
high
that trip,
hopes, and it came out great.
Oh, it came better than we expected, but everybody ended out being a lord or lady after that trip. So you're right, Lady Beth. My apologies. We should be getting our passport. Any like dual citizenship any day now.
Pinto 911 said, "What about Loch Ness or maybe a cave hotel?" So we actually have a whole UK series of content coming out. I think it's 5 or 6 videos. I can't remember. I think 5 videos, maybe somewhere in there. A handful of videos, and it's from London and our time in London, and then Scotland. And specifically, we spent some time in Edinburgh, and we did a Scottish Highlands road trip.
Yep.
So we didn't get to go too far into the Highlands, but we went far enough to do Loch Ness. We did a. Are you going
to tell them if we saw Loch Ness or not? We won't say anything about Nessie.
So we have a video with that going in it, and we did a small sunset cruise on Loch Ness.
Yeah.
And it was great. There were
the weather turned out to be perfect.
8 or 10 people. It was sunny. The first time
we went out on the research boat.
Yeah, we went on a research boat. Yeah. It was sunny. The first time they had seen sun in 2 or 3 weeks, he said. So it was nice. Great. And we had a great experience doing that. And a cave hotel would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. I'm writing it down. Give us all the recs, guys.
It's funny you asked, Brianna. She said, any South American trips coming up for y'all? Love from Canada. South America has been on our very short list for probably 3 years now.
Yeah.
2 years, 2.5 years.
So if you have any like specific suggestions that you guys want us to, like actual countries to go visit, let us know, because it's definitely on our short list.
Yeah,
I got to get better at my Spanish, so I got to get that Rosetta Stone and lock it in.
Yeah, it is a little more intimidating, I feel like. Of course, we've never been. We could be completely wrong, but we feel like...
We thought the same thing with Vietnam and Japan, and it ended up being fine.
Yeah, exactly. We don't speak any Japanese or Vietnamese, and we were fine.
How dare you? I know how to say hello and thank you.
So, yeah, we probably are overthinking it, but South America is high on the list. And then... not same but similar like culture and kind of trip, we want to go do the largest city in North America. That was on our plans for the fall. We ended up having to push it back, and that's Mexico City. So we're hoping to be able to reschedule that trip because it was all planned. It'd be cool to be able to just incorporate that into a South American trip, because it's like we've already flown that direction a little ways, so may as well just continue on down south.
Brian said, because I've been following for a long time, will you guys sing a song together of your favorite song? Like right now? We've never done a duet. What's so funny? Have we?
Only on like your Christmas album stuff, and that wasn't really a duet.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. We've never done a duet.
No, never done a duet.
Oh, we need to.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, I used to sing country music, and Matt is still a musician full time. And
say full time.
Oh, that's true. more part time than
full time. At this point, we're pretty much full time working with this our YouTube channel. But
it's so nice because we get to do it together.
Yeah, doing YouTube together has been great.
Yeah.
But yes, I do music. I do music regularly. So yeah, maybe one of these days we'll do something like that.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun.
Nick's. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you got it. Going on a Virgin cruise in a few weeks. Can't wait for some warm weather. So excited for you. You'll have to let us know what your thoughts on it are, because we'd love to check one out.
We have lots of friends that have been on them, and I think had good experiences. So yeah, we'd like to do one. Let's see. Nicholas says, love you guys so much. My wife and I fell in love with your channel while planning our first road trip 2 summers ago. Nashville was our first big stop on our way to Texas, and we loved it so much.
Oh, I love that.
We appreciate you guys watching and following along on our channel.
Yeah, I'm happy we could help you out on your road trip.
And we are glad you loved our home city of Nashville.
Yeah.
We think it's a special place. So
we really do.
We're glad others think so too.
Please tell me you went to a Buc-ee's. Did you go on a Buc-ee's in Texas?
True. If you're going to Texas, yeah.
I hope you stopped at a Buc-ee's.
Miss Tess said Galapagos is on my bucket list.
That's
Would
so
love
true.
for you to go there and pregame it. Galapagos would be a really cool one to do, and it's for sure in the book. So
yeah. All right, I'm writing it down.
Beth said, I want to go to Peru, but I also want to go with you.
Okay, Beth.
I think Peru would be a fun one.
Did you put it in the survey?
Of course, it's not in. I don't know where our survey stands, but
But still, just put it in
put
as
them in.
Peru because,
Put
like
them
with Italy, for instance, Trova Trip didn't have great itineraries. So if we have to plan it ourselves, which is what we did with the Italy trip, we had a tour provider, etc., which is what we might have to do, for Alaska, etc. So just put down the places that you want to go, and we'll figure it out. Whoever votes on the most stuff, then we'll go from there.
Our new neighborhood said we have back-to-back transatlantic cruises coming up this spring. Love watching your Florence and Rome videos for food ideas.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, Florence is one of our favorite cities, and we're excited to hit Rome. It's going to be good.
I'm excited. Italy's going to be awesome. Have you guys ever done karaoke? No, not together.
We had thoughts and plans that we would do it when we were in Tokyo because it's such a, that's where it's from. But we never got around to it. I think our day ended up getting packed with everything else we were doing. So it just didn't make it there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Dudes and Dudes said, can't wait to go to Nashville. Absolutely. I hope you have so much fun. You got to let us know when you come, and hopefully we'll be in town.
And Charleston's a great place too.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely.
Matt's from South Carolina. We haven't done a Charleston video yet, so I think maybe sometime soon we should do that.
That was our original plan for our 50 states in a year for South Carolina. We were going to go down and do like a Charleston one day in video, but we changed plans the night before and decided to stay in my hometown of Greenville.
Which I think worked out because so many people, even in our Patreon community, have found us via that Greenville. Yeah. Yep. And that's where our Patreon meetup's going to be this year. So
yeah, it is.
It is a full circle moment. God knew what he was doing.
Beth said, I've been following a few couples on the Villa Via Residency cruise ship, and they're currently in South America. The stops have been amazing.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, we need to look.
Villa. It sounds very expensive, Beth. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It says a residency cruise ship.
Like,
that means they're living on that thing. Which when you do that is expensive. But
hey,
I want to see the cruise, the port stops.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mo said, watching your Alaska cruise videos convinced us to do the same. We're going in July on NCL. When were you guys there? Trying to decide if we should dress similarly.
So we actually were there in August. Yeah. Later August.
It was the end of August when we were there. So it was probably cooling down a little bit when we were there.
But also the weather changes so much with Alaska. I would honestly anytime during that time period, because I'm thinking of when we went to Alaska and Denali in May. Yep. Same thing. So
anytime from their seasons up there open, like the tourist season kind of opens up back half of May and ends the end of August. But the summers up there, I would dress similarly. You're going to deal with rain. You're going to deal with cool temperatures.
I'd wear leggings.
Layers.
Yeah, leggings, maybe like a t-shirt cuddle dud, and just have jackets that you can take off, put them around your waist if you're hiking and get hot, etc. But definitely
check out our Alaska Cruise packing guide.
Oh yeah.
I wrote a whole blog on that with all of the things. If I couldn't find the exact things that we wore or brought, I found very similar comparable things. Oh, you got the list, or you can pull up the blog?
Oh yeah, I could do the blog. I'm sorry. So anyways, this list is on there.
Where's our Alaska Cruise one?
Right over here. I gotta make it big. Skirt. Alaska Cruise. So this one right here, and it'll literally tell you everything that we use Amazon for most of the things.
Yeah, most of
we don't have time to shop. So
it's delivers to our front door, and
so we have all of our stuff that we got, but also adventures and hit the blog Alaska Cruise Packing Guide on our website, and it literally gives you. It's probably got to load because we're streaming.
Yeah,
and the internet's not the best, but it'll give you a list of all of the things.
Yep,
with all links there.
Also, I don't know how you booked your cruise with NCL. If you booked with a travel agent, that's awesome if you already have one. But if you booked directly with NCL, I would still reach out to LuxRally Travel, because you can transfer your booking to them and they'll be able to give you access even on a booking that you already made. They can take over that booking and they can give you access to extra onboard credit, some upgrades and perks potentially.
And possibly even some, what do they call the dining? Like give you some elevated dining.
Oh yeah, some dining, like
evenings.
Like a dining not package, but yeah, some of the
elevated dinings. Dining. They can give you extras of
potentially
those.
if availability is there.
Okay, yeah. So I think.
Oh yeah, if you book directly with NCL, I don't know how long I don't know if there's a window, but if you book directly with them, it's worth reaching out to LuxRally and just tell them that we sent you, because the owner of the company, David, is who we talked to about all this stuff. And he told me specifically, if we have anybody that books the cruise and they book directly, to reach out to them.
And they can get you extra stuff.
And they can give you extra stuff. So it can't hurt to reach out.
And see what extra stuff you can get.
Yeah. And if it doesn't work out, I mean, no harm, no foul, but at least I'm pretty sure they'll be able to give you at least a little bit of extra goodies on the,
and possibly like elevated dining,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Great tip on transferring. Absolutely. Hey, we're here to help you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's free stuff, if it's extra onboard credit, if it's extra this, might as well
get and give the most value.
Yeah.
So
that's our whole point. We want people to travel. That's why we started this whole thing, was to help people travel, because it's our passion. And if you couldn't tell, we're obsessed with it. So
that's right. Nicholas said, "Oh my gosh, we love us some Buc-ee's. Stopped at the one in Sevierville."
Oh, good.
I guess that's Sevierville, probably. We love Nashville so much, actually, that we're opening our next business there.
Cool.
Oh, nice!
I love that.
You'll have to let us know what the business is,
so we can support.
But yeah, the Buc-ee's in Sevierville has a special place for us. It strangely feels so it's nostalgic to us now, because we filmed our Buc-ee's video at that one, because
we literally were there for hours.
We were there for like 6 hours, I think 4 or 6 hours. But at the time of filming, it was the largest gas station in the world. So yeah, it's kind of a special one for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know what your business is and if there's anything we can do.
Oh, we got Anna and Travis in the house.
What's up, guys?
We're excited too. Travis has always wanted to take me to Saskatoons to eat. Now we get to eat there, or eat there with friends.
I'm telling you,
so excited about this.
Saskatoon. So for our Patreon meetup that we're doing in June, if you aren't in our Patreon community, we have a link for that down in the description if you'd like to support what we do in a greater way.
The community there is just...
Yeah, if you find any value in what we give with anything, and you feel like giving out, there's no obligation, obviously. But along with the Patreon membership comes some cool perks and goodies and stuff. One of those this year, we kind of come into an every other year thing. We do a Patreon meetup somewhere in the country. The first one was in Nashville. The next one's going to be in Greenville, South Carolina, and Saskatoon's restaurant is
one of my favorite restaurants of all time.
All-time favorites out of anywhere we've eaten in the world. Yeah. And we're excited that our entire Patreon crew is going to be going with us. So it's going to be a good time.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait. Specialty dining. Thank you so much, George. I kept saying elevated.
Specialty dining. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Let the cruisers handle that lingo. Let's see here.
We got James saying you should make great videos of the train trips.
You guys would.
Sorry, videos. I can't read. Like, mine's so small.
I know you have it tiny over there.
Okay, well, let me make it
You guys
bigger.
would make great videos of train trips. Take the California Zephyr from Chicago to San Fran and the Coast Starlight up to Seattle. Go across to Vancouver and the Canadian to Toronto.
Yeah, the one like Kara and Nate did.
Yeah, that's exactly.
They didn't do the California Zephyr on that video, but.
Yeah, they didn't do that one, but they did do the Seattle.
So we would love to do train travel, but it is expensive. Oh my gosh.
I've priced out the California Zephyr from Chicago to San Francisco multiple times, trying to make it make sense, because not only will we want to do the train, it stops in places like Denver and Salt Lake City. So we would want to like stop and probably do a 24 hours in, like stop over there. So you have to book your legs different. They don't allow you to like book one itinerary with these long layovers in cities. Amtrak is stuck in the 90s, I think, with just about everything
like
they
layovers,
do. If they would offer layover programs like that, it would be amazing. But I think the last time, because we talked about doing from New York City
Mm-hmm.
to Chicago on, I can't remember the name of that train, then from Chicago to San Francisco. And it would be we would take about probably a week and a half to do it, just to stop in some of the cities along the way and film videos. It was going to be like $5,000 or $6,000 for us to do it. And that was going to be to do the nicest room they offer, the next room they offer, and then doing a coach seat and comparing them all within the train video. But
yeah,
it's just really expensive.
So
As much as we would
expensive.
love to do it. Because I agree with you. I would love to do it.
but we could do Europe for a couple weeks for $5,000.
Oh, easy.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, oh dang, that's
Yeah.
really expensive. I would love for them to work with us. That would be great.
We do have our first train video ever.
Coming up.
We do have our first
Mhm.
train
It was
video
an overnight
ever.
train.
It was an overnight train from London to Edinburgh, Scotland.
Mhm.
So that'll be coming out in the coming months. So,
Yep.
but I would love
No,
to
it's
do
on our bucket
exactly
list
that
for
trip
sure.
that you just said, because that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Stacy says we haven't been either, so it should be a great time. It really will. It's one of
Yeah.
my favorite restaurants. Probably should tell them in advance. Beth,
Oh yes, I'll have,
don't
I'll
worry
have to
about
make
it, Beth,
reservations.
because I have no idea what my schedule is in March. So
we're-
I'm gonna just call out. They don't give me off
Oh yeah, for the trip.
for our Patreon meetup
Yeah,
too.
for the Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Natalie might be there unemployed. She'll.
Hopefully not. Hopefully
That's
somebody will
dramatic.
pick up.
Obviously,
Yeah,
we
hopefully-
have our business that will be good, but she might not have a job with the airlines anymore. We don't know.
We're
We
just
made
gonna
it
hope
this
the
far.
best.
Well,
Yeah,
you
we'll
know.
see how it goes. Oh, it's a hair salon. Stop.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all send me the
You're
deeds.
speaking Natalie's language now.
Okay.
She's going to get her hair done tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I am.
And yes, Ernie, it's going to be epic.
Yeah. Corey even
Um,
said, "I've never been to South Carolina before. I can't wait.
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be good.
so fun. It's gonna be awesome."
Yeah, Stacey said, looking like we might have to book the whole restaurant. I know I'm gonna have
They-
to reach out. They're incredible. The owners are
Mhm.
friends of
Your family.
our family,
Mhm.
so I'll be reaching out ahead of time and saying, hey,
Yeah.
maybe we can get that whole out. I don't
Yeah.
know. It depends on how many people we have, because that outside room's a big.
Well, that's why
Big
we'll have to
area.
get more of an RSVP, probably like 30 days out,
Yeah, probably so.
Mhm.
We'll let them know,
and we'll figure
well
out
in
all the
advance.
details. Yeah.
Let's see.
They do have the cleanest bathroom,
Oh.
Steve.
Oh,
Oh, no,
yeah.
you're good. You can go to this
Okay.
one first.
Gotta say, Buc-ee's, they have the cleanest bathroom. That's for sure.
Uh-huh.
And they're
And there's
huge.
so many, yeah.
Huge. Brooke said, your video in Greenville, South Carolina was the very first video I saw. I loved it. Now I'm thinking about moving there.
I love
And I
that.
love all your adventures. Great job.
Aw.
That's awesome. We
We
have,
have so many friends and patrons that have literally moved to Greenville because of that. Not
Mhm.
because of that video, but
it was part of their journey there. Like
Mhm.
they were looking to move there, and our video ended up on their
Yeah.
YouTube page. So
yeah,
very cool.
that's so awesome. I love that so much.
Definitely a fan of train videos. So are we.
Same,
That's why we would like to incorporate them. Again, the budget has to allow for
one
them,
day
'cause
we'll
they're
be
expensive.
so rich.
Even our London to Edinburgh train was expensive. I mean, for
yeah.
us, we thought, I think it was $600, $500 or $600
for one night.
for one night. So,
And
yeah,
that is
I'm
not like, I mean, Kira and Nate do those train videos. I saw one last night. It was like $28,000 for us to go for 3 days. And I was like,
oh, well, so Karen, Nate, we love their
Mhm.
videos. They're just great storytellers, and their
Mhm.
videos are great. So they did a Scottish train the same time we were there.
Uh-huh.
They left. We were in Edinburgh at the same time.
Yeah.
Didn't see each other. But they did the Scottish whiskey train.
how much was that? Because you looked it up.
I looked up the price of that train, and I think it was around. It was $12,000 per person. I think is what it was
and
for 4 days.
we were complaining at how expensive our
Yeah.
our one day $600
Yeah, we were like
one was.
$600
Oh
for
my
a train,
gosh.
and then they're doing a video. It's like $20-something thousand for a couple of days. It looked incredible. It
Oh.
was very luxury.
Oh my gosh.
But
Hopefully one day
not-
we'll get to do those
Not
kinds of
in
things.
our budget.
No, not right now.
Gary said, "What about a Colorado train trip?"
No comment, Gary. Okay. That is so funny. Yeah, that was one of our first train rides. Almost left us in the middle of the
Mhm.
wilderness. That's where we met Gary and,
Yep.
and Rena. They say that they were going to tell the conductor that they left us, but I don't know if that would have happened.
Nicholas said, where did you say we can find the details on your Patreon meetup? So on our Patreon page, which is linked down in the description of this live stream. If you go to Patreon, go to our Patreon thing. You have to be a patron to get all the info on it. But once you sign up to be a Patreon member, then you'll have access to our Patreon feed. And we talked about it if you look up the last update or two on that page. And then there's also a Patreon Facebook page that you get access to once you're in our Patreon community. And all of that info is there.
Yeah.
So,
and we'll put out more details closer to the actual meetup.
Lindsay said, I'm not on Facebook, but I really want to make the Patreon trip. That's totally fine. If you're not on Facebook, you can just...
We had a couple other people we made a chat in our Patreon, on our Patreon page that you can join too.
Yeah.
For details
so
and
even
stuff.
if you're not on Facebook, ahead of time, what we'll try to do is get a closer head count, maybe the 2 weeks.
We'll do a Google form or something.
The month out, so we can make reservations for stuff like Saskatoons, and we'll find out. We'll put like Nat said, we'll put a Google form up or something so we can get that information and make all the reservations needed. Annalisa said, I'm back to being Patreon. Oh, that's awesome. And we'll be in Virginia in July. So yay, I should be able to go to the meetup. Only a 6-hour drive.
Oh, that would be awesome. I would love to meet you in person.
It'd be great to finally meet you in person after all this time.
I know. I love that. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a good time. Let's see.
So again, I don't know the exact dates right now, but on Patreon, I think it says.
Yeah, on Patreon it says, I can't remember off the top of my head.
It's July.
It's the end of July.
Yeah,
end of July. So again, if you're in our Patreon community, all the information is there. So, and it is exclusive to Patreon members only. So we unfortunately, it would just be a lot to open it up to the public. So this is exclusive Patreon meetup only. So let's see. Yeah, Greenville is a great city, up and coming and great food spot. Yeah, it's I grew up there. That's the only place I lived my entire life until moving to Nashville. So yeah, it's still my hometown, I would consider it. But it's a great place. Look at Ernie. We appreciate that, Ernie. We appreciate you being in our Patreon
family and not be sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
Honestly, the community part of the Patreon is it's just been so amazing. I love everybody wishing each other happy birthdays in the group. So many of them are group travelers, so everybody gets to kind of know each other even before, and it's just makes my heart so happy. And it's the best part of what we do is the community and how awesome you guys are. Like if you were weird and it was like, but you guys are truly our friends. Like it's been our Patreon community is.
We feel really blessed to have the community that has built around us to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Brian said, would love to know all of your financial ventures / incomes besides YouTube, and what budget do you set for vacations? So our financials outside of, so YouTube, it's kind of all encompassing. We can consider our content creation company all one. That's YouTube. That's our blog. That's
brand deals,
affiliate income, group trips, all of those fall under Adventures of Matt and Nat.
Yeah.
I do music, not a whole lot anymore. I lead worship at a church, one day a week when we're in town. And then Natalie works for an airline, very limited part-time hours at this point, but that's it. YouTube / Adventures of Matt and Nat content creation is our main source of income at this point.
Yeah.
And then our other jobs kind of are just supplemental things at this point. And then as far as what do we budget set for vacations? Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever Matt says.
There you go. My answer to that is we don't vacation.
That is true. Yeah, they're trips.
So we with our work now, our travel is work at this point. Thankfully, we love what we do. So we really enjoy our travels and enjoy the trips, but we are still working. Even if it looks like vacation, there's a whole lot of work that goes into filming the videos. That's not even counting the editing side of it. It's the actual being there in the moment.
The planning,
filming.
The preparing, getting all the facts learning about the place so we can tell you guys how to do it better or learn
Yeah.
from our mistakes, etc. But like, let's just talk about from when we first started YouTube. We were talking about this last night.
Mhm.
Is we were very budget, and I don't know why we didn't market ourselves as very budget friendly. Like if you go watch our first video, which is Las Vegas, we didn't do much. We
No.
walked around and we told you the things that we did in 2013 when we spent the money to do it but didn't film it because we didn't have the budget to do it again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there were a lot of us walking around and being like, you should definitely do this. This was really cool. We're not going to do it right now, but we did it.
And
did
when
it a long time ago.
In our first Seattle video, we were there for 24 hours.
Mhm.
We ate a couple of things, which were way expensive for us because it was like a $7 tea or something we had. And, you know, it was expensive food for us, but it was Pike Place Market, not expensive food in the grand scheme of things. Our ferry boat was an excursion for us, our ferry to Bainbridge Island. We had coffee at Bainbridge. So didn't do the Space Needle, didn't do the underground tours. So again, we should have thought about it and been much more like, okay, 24 hours in Seattle on a budget.
Yeah. Whereas now we're trying to give as much value as possible. So we're more like mid-tier now.
Yep.
So if Seattle is going to be the only time that you get to go, we want to show you the things that you should probably do. Will it cost a little bit more? Yeah. But you can also check it off your bucket list. Whereas, you know, walking around a city is great, but you're also not learning about the underground or getting to go up into the Seattle Space Needle or having iconic oysters.
Yep.
So it has been such a blessing to be able to spend more money to give more value to you guys and experience more, because that was just something that we even saw last night when we were thinking about it. I was like, why didn't we say that we were budget? Because we would not spend, we would share food. We would, you know, do certain things or just walk around and see the outside, but not go in.
Yep.
So anyways.
Yeah. And even with our, you know, trips, which is what you're referring to here with vacations, even though they're not necessarily vacations for us, we still, you know, there would some things, if we're filming it, like Natalie said, we're like, we'll stretch our budget because we want to bring value there.
Because our lives not traveling, so at home, we prioritize the travel part. We don't have the nicest cars. We try to be super lean when it comes to subscriptions. We don't spend a lot of money.
Yeah, our lives are very lean financially by design because we always wanted to focus on the travel side of things, even when we weren't doing this for our work.
Yeah. In my mind, it would be like, okay, do I want to go out to eat right now, or do I want to go out to eat in Seattle? Rather in Seattle. You know what I mean? So I would make food here. I would have cereal. I would make popcorn for dinner. Like there are certain things. It's again, just priorities.
Yeah. But to that point, like it really depends on where you're going. You know, if you're going to the UK, it's going to be really expensive. UK, our last UK trip was one of the more expensive trips we've ever taken. And we spent the same money to go to the UK for 10 days.
Yep.
For 10 days that we did to go to Vietnam and Tokyo for almost 3 weeks. And it was about the same money spent. And given we, you know, but really both trips, we didn't skimp on much, you know. But yeah, I would love to answer specific questions about some of this stuff, and happy to. I'd have to,
because we are open books.
I'd have to dig up our things. But for lodging, we typically, unless we're filming it, if it's like a special thing that we're filming for the video, we'll stretch on lodging because it's a unique stay or whatever it is. But if it's not going in the video, we try to stay budget. Like $100 to tops $150 a night, because some places you just can't get less than that. But yeah, we try to stick around that $100 a night for lodging. Food, it's typically, if we're not filming, we try to do like $50 to $75 a day. If we're filming, sometimes we blow that budget out of the water.
Yeah, like Seattle was
by
one
lunchtime.
Where London, we blew that. Seattle, we blew that.
Yeah, so filming is obviously, it changes the way we travel, because we feel like we need to experience things and need to show more value and experience more things for the sake of bringing more value.
And again, it's like mid-tier. There will be times where it's more budget. There'll be times when it's a little bit more luxury.
Yep.
The 1,000 places to see before you die. She bougie. She is bougie. She is. The recommendation she gives, I'm like, honey, if I did all this stuff that you recommended, I'd be a millionaire or billionaire. So there are some things where it's like, we'll do the cheaper version. So I hope that answered your question. We're again open books, but Matt could talk about money all the time. I just look at him and I'm like, are we poor? Like, can I buy this mascara? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, specific. If you tell me, like, if somebody asks me, like, hey, how much should I budget for a trip to this place? Usually I can give within a pretty good reason of how much somebody should budget for.
Yeah, he can guess. And like,
because you kind of know how much places land.
See, I would not. I would.
Well, and it depends on the kind of travel somebody wants to do.
Let's see. Rich and Abigail, TravelCon gives creators all kinds of ideas, ways to make money through content creation and more. Great place to learn about financial business side of things. Absolutely.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely check out TravelCon and use our code Matt and Nat for 50% off.
Yep.
And it's next month. I'm so excited.
Next month we'll be talking about how we grew our channel from 0 to over 100,000 and the value in a like highly engaged community and audience rather than going viral. We would rather have engaged people watching.
Kind of like what we just talked about tonight was how much we love our community and how much that's such an importance in our, like, not even just business, but just our personal lives, like people, and just how it's so important to cultivate. Yeah.
That is great. Scarlett said, my husband is from Greenville.
Cool.
Where'd you go to high school? He went to Greenville High, class of 2010.
Well, Matt's class of what, 2020?
I'm old.
2020, right?
Yeah, exactly. 2004. But I went to Woodmont High School. And yeah, we played Greenville pretty much every year. It was one of the first games of the year for football. I played on that football. Did you
beat some wrestling people?
Yeah. I wrestled a lot of.
Matt was a big
Greenville
wrestler.
Place. Yeah, a lot of Greenville people. Yeah.
So
let's see. James said, "Yeah, trains are expensive, but we don't have a real channel. We put out a video of our trip and it got like 2,000 views, and it's just the same music on loop with scenery. Train stuff is so popular.
Oh,
it really
for sure.
is.
Yeah. I guess we could maybe take a chance and hope for the best that it would go big, because just that trip alone would have to. I know. What we'd probably have to do is do a live stream and be like, guys, this is how much money we spent on this one trip. Please share it with people and just beg people.
We spent $6,000 to get from New York to San Francisco. Yeah, that'd probably have to be like the hook or something. Nicholas said, thanks so much. I think we're still Patreon members. I'll have to ask my wife. Thanks again, guys. Keep up the great work.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We appreciate it.
And if you're in the Facebook group, just request it. Because again, in Patreon, there's a link for that.
And then in the Facebook group, it's an event within the Patreon Facebook group. So you can go on there, and we'll be putting all of the itinerary details and stuff there as it gets closer.
But hopefully we would love to have you in Greenville. That would be so fun.
Yes, and like Beth said, the Drive, which is the Greenville's minor league baseball team, they're playing at home that weekend. So that's kind of one of our plans, is to try to go to Greenville Drive game kind of all together that one night.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I'm your Patreon. Must have forgotten.
Well, it's probably not Tess.
Yeah, Miss Tess LJ is
probably not your username, right?
Not your username on Patreon, probably. That's probably why we missed that.
Yeah.
So I apologize on there. Yeah. But yeah, all the information is on Patreon. So yeah, if you're in our Patreon community,
it should be in one of the updates.
Yep. And I again apologize, didn't realize
yeah, usernames and names are
they're different between platforms, so we didn't catch that. Let's see.
Oh, this is what she said. I am in your Patreon. Better make sure you're still getting money from me. LOL. I just went MIA due to work in fourth quarter. Hey, we totally get it.
Yep.
Oh, and your mother-in-law going in hospice. I'm so sorry. She passed away last month. Oh, my heart goes out to you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
that's so hard, Tess. No, but all of that information, like Matt said, is there. I didn't write any of that down, and I don't know why I didn't, but I don't have any of that information.
Brian, thank you so much.
That's kind of you.
He said, you've done great with response, and reach out for more information. Curious on, have you had any scary moments traveling or interactions?
The only one that comes to top of mind, obviously it just happened, but that was a scary traveling moment, having that stuff stolen and going like, that was our first time ever going to the police.
Yeah.
Which they were no help whatsoever. No. That's a whole other thing. The German police literally were like, sorry it happened. Have a great flight home.
Yep. That's what he said. Yeah. But we haven't had any. Yeah, that was the.
It just felt so violating.
It wasn't scary in the moment because we didn't know it happened. Yeah, it's a much longer story of how it all
All the
unfolded and
details,
happened,
yeah.
which is why we might film a separate just story time video on that. But yeah, it wasn't scary in the moment, but it was very violating. Like we just felt just completely, it was just a terrible experience. Other than that, we haven't.
I don't think we've had any scary. I don't know if it's because
Almost
Matt's
getting
like
left by the MSC cruise. That was rough. That was a
Mhm.
terrible, scary moment.
And it was also scary because they were gaslighting us and they were being mean.
Yeah, they were really rude about it. And I understand. I don't know how we were the only ones who got it wrong, but the app said the wrong time.
Well, we were also in the middle of the week. We were one of the younger people on that cruise.
Yeah.
So I don't think people were
using an app. Yeah.
Using an app.
Yeah, people weren't using an app. And
most people didn't leave the cruise because everything still stayed open.
Not to go on that whole rant, but yeah, so we almost got left by MSC because their app had a wrong departure time. It was an hour off. We showed up thinking we had
30 more minutes,
an hour till departure, and we actually were 5 minutes late. We thought we had 55 minutes till departure, and we were actually 5 minutes late for when the boat was supposed to leave. All that to say, it was all mistype in their app. They never apologized for that mistype.
Yeah.
They're the ones who told us to use the app. And then, of course, we've had people in the comments who were like, well, they always post the times on the stanchions when you're leaving the ship. Well, we were the first two people to leave the ship that morning because we had plans.
Weren't even up yet.
They didn't even have the stanchions out. So that was just how unorganized the ship was. But that was one of the worst experiences we've had ever traveling, no doubt.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We haven't had any scary or like mean people. We've been taken advantage of in a taxi before.
Yeah, just
like a little like scamish.
Yeah, they just took more. Yeah, charged us more than they should have, and that Italy's really bad about that. I will say that. And
then also, you remember that one guy who yelled at us? He was in like that luchador, not a luchador.
In
that
Valencia, Spain.
He was a little rude. He wasn't all there though. So
he wasn't all there mentally, and he was like
yelling at everybody,
yelling at people. And if you filmed him, and I get it, typically the nice thing to do,
which we always do,
best common courtesy thing to do is if you film somebody, you tip them,
especially if they're busking.
And that's what he was doing. Technically, it wasn't good busking. It was comical busking at his expense because people were laughing at him, even though I don't think he realized that. That's a whole nother story. But we filmed him, and we were planning on tipping him
100%.
Like after I was done filming, I was going to go give him money, but he saw the cameras out and just charged. And so if you watch our Valencia video, I think there's part of that in the video.
Yeah, and I still tipped him after
he touched rude. Our camera, put his hand on our lens of our camera, like trying to push it away, even though we were planning on tipping. But anyway, that was
But I don't think we've really had any. It helps that Matt's a bigger guy, so I don't think people want to mess with him.
I hope not.
That's what I think.
I hope not.
Matt said, I hope not. It's all right. I'm very loud, so I'm always prepared to scream at the top of my lungs, and I think that helps with
Natalie's
singing.
not loud like the stereotype loud American.
Oh, no.
She can be very loud. Is what you mean?
Yeah. That musical theater background, I can project. So if somebody does try to come close to me or mug me, I am screaming my lungs out. So.
Fumo Santo said, y'all coming to Phoenix area around TravelCon? We will we got to figure that out.
Yeah,
we don't know.
We've looked into Phoenix. We've also looked into Tucson, and we also looked at Tombstone, which I think would be kind of fun.
Yeah. So we'll either fly into Phoenix or Tucson, but we don't know if we're staying around Phoenix or if we're moving along. Yeah, we're not sure.
Or if we're doing it before or after. With my job, it's so easy to book flights 24 hours in advance, because you don't have to worry about price. You're just on standby.
Yep.
So usually we'll figure all that out. It doesn't take us as long. Like if I didn't have this job, we would have to plan a lot farther in advance.
Yeah. And that's even more so at this point. We're so blessed to be at the point where the savings that we have on flights is great. Don't get me wrong, but we're at a point where now we can, for the most part, within reason, if we get a decent deal on flights, it's not going to kill us to have to pay for the confirmed seat, but it does take away the flexibility and the spontaneity, because we could book a flight for tomorrow morning to Europe if we wanted to, and it would be the same price if we booked it 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough.
Now, of course, there is the stress of being like, are we going to make it on this
flight?
I don't know. It might be a full flight, from Japan coming back. we both were in middle seats, not sitting together. So that's the other thing with standby is like you have to be okay with just going with the flow, sit wherever, it doesn't matter. Like you're going for cheap, you can't complain.
And to be honest, you kind of can't plan your flight travel too far in advance because you don't know how many people are on those planes.
The loads could change.
We don't typically make our flight plans if we're flying standby. We'll have plans in place, but we don't actually commit to any of those plans until about 48 hours ahead of time. So it's an
interesting life, which maybe would be an interesting video. I don't know.
It would be. Timothy Griffin said, Nat, are you collecting travel patches to sew on your denim jacket?
I am. Do you want me to show you again? Let me show you.
She's excited to show it off, you know.
Look at
her travel patch jacket. I'm gonna get back here so it focuses on it. There you go. We got Budapest, Vietnam, Maine, Dolly Sod, West Virginia, all the things back here.
Yep. So I'm collecting them now. I learned how to sew on my sewing machine, and I had to buy a jean needle and everything.
Nicholas said not to bash, but that cruise looked horrible. I felt so bad for you guys.
The ports were the best thing about that cruise. It literally just got us from point A to point B.
That was why we booked the cruise. To be honest. We got a deal on it. We didn't expect a luxury cruise. We didn't expect it to be so unprofessional and unorganized. With a name like MSC, we just thought, okay, it's not going to be a luxury cruise or anything, but they're professional. They have their stuff together. They do not have their stuff together.
Well, also too, after it took us a little while to get back on a cruise, but we did the Alaskan Cruise with Norwegian, and the difference in the people working on the ship, they were so kind. Like with the MSC, if you've watched, who's it? Ben and
David.
Yeah, Ben and David. They have a bunch of videos about MSC as well. So it's nice to know that our experience wasn't the only bad one.
No.
That they have a history of these bad things, but like anytime you have a camera out, like they don't want people to show how bad it is on the MSC cruises. Yeah. Whereas Norwegian, it was like I would have a camera. All the employees would be like, "Hey, welcome back. Here's the hot cocoa."
They wanted you to film.
They did because they were
Norwegian.
Yeah, they were so proud of their product, and it was such a relief not trying to like hide your camera or it's like, are they going to yell at us for having this camera?
MSC would try, like they would shut you down and like tell you can't film it. Ben and David have had whole videos on how they've been yelled at and forced to not film when they're on cruise. So it's just they're not professional. Yeah. We cruised for the ports though.
We did.
Well, we didn't realize we were cruising that much just for the ports. We thought the ship would at least be a little
pleasant
more
pleasant
experience, and it had its moments. I will say that it had its moments.
It did.
Overall, it was pretty rough.
At the end of the day, we realized if we're going to recommend something, what we're thinking of in the back of our minds is, would we recommend this to our parents?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, would we allow our loved ones to experience this food, this excursion, whatever it is for every video? And that's when we're recommending it. It's like, okay, if we want to recommend it to our parents, we're going to recommend it to you. And if we wouldn't recommend it for our parents, maybe not.
We're not gonna try to sell something. Yeah, that's not a good experience, and that one just wasn't. The ports were awesome. Had a great time at all of them, and would do every one of those again.
For sure.
The ship itself, or the company, no, not so much.
Oh, George, it's sweet. We love our Patreon family. We got many in person. And that is the coolest part too, is seeing all of the pictures where everybody in our Patreon meetup meets each other, and then they share a photo, and it's just the best. South of France is definitely on our list.
Oh yeah, we would love.
Yeah, I love Nice. I've been to South of France.
Never been to France anywhere other than Paris, and I know that's the tourist, stereotype place you go. So, but we love Paris, and I think I would love, some of the smaller towns around France.
I want to go to Champagne too.
Andrea said, "My husband and I are about to be empty nesters. We plan to travel more, and your videos give us so many ideas for great travel destinations. Love your channel."
Thanks.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate you watching and being on this adventure with us.
Let's see. I remember that cruise moment and was so upset that the cruise line, how they acted. You both were great. Did they ever reach out and apologize with you cruising? No, we
never apologized.
They never apologized. We will never cruise with MSC again. our like Natalie just said, our experience with Norwegian in August for Alaska was great.
Yeah, so we did cruise with.
So we cruised that one, and they were wonderful.
Yeah, we were prepared to not like it. We were prepared to get yelled at for filming. We were prepared for the food to be bad. We were prepared for all the things, and they just exceeded all of our expectations. It was a wonderful experience.
Yeah. Majestic Miles Travel said, "You guys are awesome. I love your editing techniques so much. Would you guys ever consider teaching your techniques on a video you make? We follow Karen Nate, and she teaches her technique. Thanks."
I have no idea. I didn't know anybody would want to know.
So Natalie, because Karen and Nate, they put their last video they taught that in was 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago they put that out.
So.
And that was one of the first videos that Natalie watched to learn how to edit, because it was specific for travel vlogging.
Yeah.
We're like, well, that's what we're going to be doing.
You should watch it again and see.
So Natalie actually took that short course that Kara put out. Of course now they have, I think, 2 full-time editors on their staff or more.
Yeah, but still, even just, as a beginner, you're just trying to get the basics down. Now that I do it more often, I'd probably catch maybe some other things that she does or something. But
probably so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're interested, I had no idea anybody was interested. I enjoy doing it, and I've learned so much. Obviously, I'm continuing to learn every day, but I'd be down.
Yeah, maybe something we do.
Yeah.
Show Me an Adventure said, "Hey y'all,
Hi, long time no see.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
I don't know why I wasn't already, but I joined your Patreon. Better late than never.
So
Thank you.
sweet.
That's very kind of you.
And you're such a kind person, so everybody's gonna love you in the group. I already know that.
Yeah,
so
you're gonna fit right into the Patreon community.
Not to sound like a stalker or weird or anything, but I know you're gonna fit in. I already know we're gonna be friends. So
love you, Beth. Good night. Thanks.
Good night.
Thanks for hanging out with us. I know I'm missing some comments here.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to go soon.
I saw how long we've been on and what time it is. I was
my gosh. Yeah, we probably got to go. I've got to keep editing.
Brian said, "Do you have a travel agent or company that you use personally that's done great for you and your expectations?" Yes. LuxRally is our go-to travel agency. They're who we recommend for everything. They're the most efficient travel agency we've ever worked with.
They literally will work 24/7. Yeah, they have somebody always on call. So when you put in, your details and you want to quote, they'll get back to you.
Yeah. And full transparency, when we worked with them, it was in a partnership with them, but they still treated us like a client. I still booked everything like they would as a travel agent. And we've also had
multiple
at
friends
least
and family.
5 friends and family probably reach out to them, and they've had the same experience.
Yeah.
So when we worked with them, they were like, "Hey, let's hop on a call. Let's figure out what cruise you want to go on, and we'll get it all set up." So we were like, okay, we're thinking we're going to hop on. We're going to give them an idea of what cruise we want to do on, because we had done the research of what ones work for the dates. And we talked to them, and we're like, yeah, we're thinking these dates to Alaska would be awesome. And they said, okay, you want a drink package? You know what? We're just going to do the drink package for you, blah, 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 added it on, all the different things. And we got off the call within 20 or 30 minutes and had the entire trip booked.
No, it was the same thing with my friend. That was the exact same experience. I was with her at work, and she asked for a quote. Literally 15 minutes later, she's getting a text like, "Hey, when's a good time to talk?" And she was like, and I was like, I told you, they're efficient. Like they they will get it done. And it was honestly a great experience. She's really enjoyed it. Anybody that we've recommended to has had a good experience.
Yeah, just reach out to them. Our link down in the description lets them know that we sent you.
Yeah.
And of course that just lets them know, kind of gives them context where you're coming from. And then, let them know what you're looking for, and they'll get you set
and let
up.
us know how your experience is with them too. We'd love to hear it.
Chris Sinclair said, "Bad experience on MSC Seaside here."
I hate to hear that. I'm sorry.
Another casualty of MSC. I hate to hear that.
We're in a club together.
Miss Tess said that cruise that y'all took on for the team, but Nat's clothes were bomb.
Thanks. You're so sweet. That's one of my favorite things is shopping, and like, I don't call them costumes, but kind of. I'm like, where are we going? How can I look?
Fitting the scene.
Yeah, fitting the scene.
With the Alaska.
That's why I'm excited for Greece.
With the Alaska video series, will there be a video on the cruise itself or only ports? Yeah. So
it'll be a long one.
We mentioned it earlier, but we're 2 hours and 45 minutes into this live stream. It'll be a full video just on the full 7-day experience of the cruise. The ports, we broke out. So the ports are all about the ports. The cruise ship video will be all about the cruise ship experience.
Yeah.
And that'll be out probably in the next month or so. It's because it's going to be a long video.
Yeah. Tess said it's really great that you're spending so much time interacting with your viewers. Absolutely. We love you
we
guys.
appreciate
We would
that.
not be here without you. So we appreciate you more than you know.
And
oh, can I do this one? Steven said you travel and budget very similar to my wife and I, which is why we find your channel so valuable.
we appreciate that.
Thank you.
I'm glad it's valuable to you.
Yeah, that makes our heart happy. It's great when we try to find other people who love to do, see, and eat as much as they possibly can in a place.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And yeah.
And experience it on
it's like mid-tier
budget. Yeah. Let's see. Great. Final goodbye. We're getting lots of goodbyes because we're going to wrapping this thing up.
Yeah.
But I want to say no apology needed. I don't expect anyone to have
you don't even have to stick around the whole time. I don't expect go in, come out.
Yeah, I don't expect anyone to have hung out with us the entire length of this because we're again 2 hours 45 minutes.
We never get mad,
but
unless MSC is going to leave us.
But everybody, thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna wrap it up tonight. Good night to all that are saying good night in the comments here. We appreciate you hanging with us. Again, we want to remind you our Greece trip only has like 2 or 3 weeks left to book it. So if you want to join us,
we would love to have you. And honestly, it's just going to be amazing. We're obviously going to film a Greece group trip video.
Yep.
And I can't wait. It's going to be like Mamma Mia. And
it's going to be a great time. Check out the link down in the description for all the details of that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we appreciate you joining us tonight.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us.
Yeah. We don't take it lightly that you took, even if you only were here for part of it, whatever it was. I mean, we didn't expect anybody to hang out with us for almost 3 hours.
No, but we love getting to know you and answer questions.
You did.
Yeah, absolutely. And we hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram so you can see our Valentine's Day experience
our
with
Daddy's date night.
Date.
We love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Love y'all.